All right. Welcome, everybody, to another session of Whispers in the Woods. Bookkeeping. I don't think we have anything changing. Other than we'll do the second part of the the world expansion stream on Saturday. Since we didn't get to finish all of it last Saturday, we'll finish it up this Saturday. Other than that, I think it's business as usual here on the channel. Thank you for the 11 months tasty. Yeah, just 1 month off from a year. Phew. Really doesn't feel like it's been that long. All right. Well, I don't think I have anything else to add. So, Whispers in the Woods. The party making their way into the Feywild in search of a mysterious being known as Beira, who seems to be causing this black mold that's spreading across the forest. So in an attempt to save the Fey creatures of Kael Tahera from this mold that is threatening to consume the entire kingdom, they have traveled into the Feywild to hunt Beira down and put a stop to the mold production, at the very least. And if they can find Beira, put a stop to her as well. Which has led them to a castle located in the Feywild called the Briar Keep, which appears to be partially abandoned. Though they haven't met castle guards and things like that, they instead have found quite a few spirits and ghosts that haunt the castle as they learn more and more about what happened here. As Wits learned the session previous, it appears that Beira sort of usurped control from the Briar Queen, and now the castle, after falling to chaos, is mostly abandoned, except for the few who remain here. So after exploring the castle a little bit, they found a bunch of locked doors that had sigils next to them of different animals, doves, serpents, and the like, that they weren't able to open. But they explored most of the southern half of the keep. Several rooms that some were perilous, some were beneficial. Lola found a new musical instrument after solving a puzzle. And Wits managed to get himself poisoned twice.
It was 3 times.
What was the third time?
The book again.
Oh yeah, that wasn't poison. That was a level of exhaustion.
Ah, okay.
But I guess that's sort of poison.
It's just a different kind of poison.
Indeed. And so they found in one of the back halls that led out back behind the keep, they found a very sturdy locked door with 2 boarhead trophies on either side, with no mechanism to open the door that they could find. No doorknob, no keyhole, no anything. After remembering some words of wisdom from the face collector they'd met previously and traded Martos's face for some advice, they recalled some words of wisdom about those boars, but decided to investigate the castle further before addressing that problem. And so, where we left off, the party had headed to the north half of the keep to investigate what lay on that side. And after entering the first hall, or the first door that they saw in that hallway on the northern end, they found the room to be frozen. The sort of pantry that they entered, as they peeked in through the door, had snow raining down as if from nowhere from the ceiling, and the floors were all completely covered in ice. All of the furniture seemed to be similarly covered in a layer of ice, and small little icicle sprites floated their way through the air. On the far end of the room, they could see, judging by the chat from before, they saw a spoon that seemed to be frozen to the ground, as well as a snowman in the far corner. But they had just entered the room. They had not had a chance to really explore it. They were just peeking in the door. And so that's where we return. So you feel sort of a chill run down your spine as you enter this room, as the temperature significantly drops as soon as you walk through the doorway. What do you want to do? Okay. Nobody's talking. So,
Is there anything in this room that
Guard for
is
ice.
desirable to us?
The spoon.
Spoon, yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
the spoon.
I think I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna walk.
Just
I'm just
gotta
gonna
do it
hope
before
for
Witch
that.
does.
Oh, wanna hold hands to go? Wanna do it like a buddy system?
Hang on, Witch is gonna switch hands with this cane set. Let's
I
go.
forgot he's dressed like that.
Let's fucking go.
Get the
You look
drip.
daft.
oh yeah, Wits on the previous session hunted through some of the closets in some of the abandoned rooms to find some rather fine nobleman's vestments, a top hat, cane, and a rather fancy-looking lapel pin.
Yeah, this is his primary side quest now, is getting as much drip as possible. So, anyway. Alright, Malolo, let's go see the spoon.
We go make friend.
All right,
I
so
was scared of
the two of you make your way across the icy floor as these little sprites just sort of drift through the air. Every time they hit a wall, they just sort of bounce off of it,
I love them. They're little
heading the
dummies.
opposite direction. But can the two of you make a dex save for me?
Oh, it's gonna be slippery as shit.
Are you guys bracing each other? Is that why you're walking together?
I just want to be friendly, but yeah, we can brace.
Yeah.
Are we bracing each other?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, go for it. But if somebody fails the save, they're dragging the other one down.
Oh, you better not fail your save, dude.
Alright.
All right. So as the two of you make your way across the icy floor, Wits, you feel your feet.
Wait. Can Witch use the cane to help him walk?
He feels himself slippery.
Does that help at all?
I would probably add like a +2, +3 to your roll. But I don't know that that's gonna help you.
Okay, that's fair enough. I just want to see if it actually helped at all.
Yeah, I would say it adds a bit, but I don't think that's gonna help a 4.
That's fair.
So you feel your feet go out from under you, and then you reach out to grab at Lola to brace yourself, and you just wrench her down too, as the two of you topple flat on your backs.
Why, father? I think this is a good impression. Do we just like slide over now, or should we get up?
You slide a little bit further.
Oh.
Well,
Should
I
we
guess
just,
since we're down here, might as well just keep sliding.
I was like, we can just like penguin it.
We could.
Alright, I'm gonna get on my stomach then. I'm gonna try to slide. We're gonna do penguin this.
Witch is actually gonna lay on his stomach, but kind of use the cane like a row in a rowboat to like pull himself over here.
Going horribly. Hello, do spoons have ears?
I hope not.
So
Hello, spoon.
The two of you sort of drag yourselves across the ice towards this small little spoon, and as you reach it, Wits and Lola, you guys realize that the spoon has arms and legs, also made of the same sort of metal material. And on the surface of it, where you would put the food, you can see a small little carved, engraved face.
Oh, Sporky.
But as you reach the spoon, you realize that it is also covered in a layer of ice and has been sort of frozen to the floor, stuck in this position.
What's the chances of us breaking him out of the ice with?
Well, I think we can easily do it, but what if he's evil?
He's a spoon. I think we could kill a spoon. Well, if anything, we could just
Well,
lick the
yeah,
spoon.
but the Red Bull that always lies said that this room was really good.
But look at the smiley face. There is a dead body over there. I don't know if you noticed that.
Did he say that?
Oh,
It was
yeah.
really good?
But I don't see how a spoon with a smiley face can be evil. And if it's so, we can just tie him to a little string and put him on our belt, and then he could be like a little travel companion.
Make a very valid point. Here, what if I just melt the ice around his head, so he could speak?
You might melt more, but I'd be into that.
Hang on a second. Is the spoon a living thing? Because I could heat it up if it's non-living.
Would
What is it?
heat kill him? Would a heat kill him though?
Well, I was gonna use precipitation because I can.
Okay, so he's not gonna get too toasty. He's gonna be a little bit toasty.
That would be sort of a half
I feel like
and
it
half
wouldn't.
answer.
wouldn't-
It wouldn't really be a living thing. It is something non-living given animation. So I would say that it's probably a no for something this small that has a charm on it. So I'd say it's a non-living thing.
Okay, so I could warm it up, but I don't know if that's gonna be enough to melt the ice.
I feel like I could just lick him. You know, like water melts ice. I think I'm not too sure, but I could just lick him a bunch of times.
All right, go for it.
Well, I feel like I don't want to lick him on the floor. So I think we should just pop him off the floor. What if he breaks his little metal legs off? It might come in handy. We could say we didn't do it.
Here, we can use a dagger. Try to
So how
slice.
chip off him?
Yeah, chip out the ice at his feet.
We can chip him. We can chip him out.
All right, Witz is gonna pull out one of his many daggers at this point to chip the ice off his feet to free him. Oh, well, more accurately, detach it from the floor, not off his feet.
I get you. You pull your dagger and sort of tap away at the edges of the ice around the feet of this little spoon. But as you sort of poke at the ice, it doesn't chisel away like you imagine ice would. It just feels like you're smacking steel almost. It is incredibly hard.
That didn't work.
Does that mean I should start licking him off the floor?
Well, it
Or my
seems
tongue
like
gets stuck. Hold on.
yeah,
I've seen a
your tongue
Christmas
might get
story.
stuck.
Be careful.
I'm gonna go for
What are you doing, Lola?
definitely not licking him.
Yeah, I'm about to say you sounded really excited.
I was, and I was like, what if it's the frozen pole thing, and now my tongue, I have to cut off. I play the flute. I need to be able to use my tongue. What if we just sit on him? Yeah, that sounds really. Is he standing straight up? Is he standing straight up, or is he on the ground?
Well, Sibyl
Might
knows
take
heat
a
metal,
while.
but that might kill him.
I mean, how hot does heat metal get? Obviously heats metal, but does it melt metal? Maybe he's just gonna get extra toasty.
Well, it depends on what kind of metal he's made of. It's a spoon.
He
It's not
looks
like a sword.
I feel like spoons and swords are made out of the same. Sybil, are spoons and swords made out of the same thing?
It's is it also like a matter of like mass and density? I guess like the sword's thicker.
You cut it a little bit, Sybil.
God dang it! Isn't like the sword thicker though? So
Honestly, I have no idea.
Out of character, I was about to say in character, but this is some science shit that that probably doesn't exist in this world. With the even if it is the same metal, it has a higher chance of melting because with the smaller
He is a little
area, with the smaller area, the heat capacity ends up being overall lower, so it would end up melting quite easily compared to say like a full metal sword, or at least the weak points will get too easier. Anyway, I don't know.
Maybe has these little snowballs noticed us at all?
They're just kind of continuing to bounce around the room. They're not really looking at anything.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I have an idea. We're just gonna use this little cane to go.
Oh god.
What if we take some of this off and put it on them and warm them up?
That snowman looks extra snowman-y. But like, yeah. Break it.
The snowman
the
is
clock-
made of snowman.
He is extra frozen.
All right.
But yeah, I'm with
Which-
that.
This is gonna like climb up the snowman almost. And,
Yeah.
he's gonna-
As you sort of clamber onto the snowman and kind of use him to pull yourself up, you just hear a voice say, "Oi, careful there, friend. Mind your manners."
Oh.
Oh, you're alive?
Yeah, what else would I be?
Oh, hey, do you know anything about this guy over here?
Which guy where?
Oh, wait. Can you turn your head any?
I'm looking where I'm looking.
Maybe just take his eyeballs off and like show them.
All right, yeah, hang on. We're just gonna use the table to climb back up to his feet. Then he's gonna like kind of. All right, yeah. Hold on. He's gonna like turn his head to face the spoon over here.
All right.
You're breaking his fucking neck.
You kind of you slowly swivel the head of the snowman until it faces over the corner over here, and then once you sort of aim the snowman's head towards the spoon, he just goes, "Huh, little fella looks frozen."
I wonder why.
Oh, yes, we see that. But did you know him before he was frozen?
Doesn't ring a bell now.
Not the dead one.
All right then. You want to
What?
put your head back?
The what, lass?
Point. How about the actual dead man, the real man, once real man.
Which will turn his head a little bit more.
Oh, never mind.
You turn his head.
I had that thought.
You turn his head a little bit
Oh.
more towards the corpse, and the snowman just says, well, that looks like an unfortunate chap.
Indeed, it does. Very sad thing.
Hate to be left to that sort of thing.
Yeah, are you a snowman? Are you the snowman? Are you?
Snowman? What are you talking about?
Are you? Oh, I don't know. It's very cold in here. You look like a snowman to me.
Yes, it is a little bit chilly. That's why all my joints are stiff.
Just gonna eye
This is gonna
contact with Whip,
cast
slide
message
back.
to Lola. It's gonna cast message to Lola. Oh, wait, should we show this guy that he's a snowman?
I can reply back in my head. Is that
Yeah.
how message works? I think he's the fucking dead body, dude.
What's our cast message again? All right, I'll just put him back.
Yeah, just turn him away from that.
All right. You want me to put your head back where it was?
Yeah, all right.
Snowman's
All
dead.
right, which
dude.
will push the head
I-
back.
I have a hunch Snowman is dead, dude. Okay, I don't know what
I
I'm
have
gonna do
some-
about it. You have a similar hunch. All right, so should we let him know he's dead, or should we just like leave that being?
Remember the last one did? It threw me
Ooh, bottles.
and attacked us.
That is true.
There are
So we're
indeed
just gonna act like we don't know that.
wine bottles, Wits, but they are covered in a layer of ice and frozen solid. Even the contents inside, stuck to one another and stuck to the countertop.
All right. Wits is like looking at Lola like he's about to barrel down this ice floor.
2 thumbs up. I'm still on my stomach. I'm still pangolin in it.
Wits is gonna like kind of like take a short dive forward and try sliding all the way back to the doorway.
All right.
He's gonna go wee. Actually, he's gonna like pummel into this wall.
Wait.
Just,
Wait.
Boy,
Point.
you could have told me that before.
I mean, you looked very happy to launch yourself, and I enjoyed the show.
All right. Wits will push off this wall and go over here.
all right. You push off the wall and slide across into the cabinets on the eastern wall. When you collide with them, you notice that they are also covered in a thick layer of ice.
Knew it.
A thick layer of ice keeping the hinges shut and the doors frozen to one another.
They're all frozen. Alright then. Well, I guess there's nothing else we could do here.
I wonder if there's a fork somewhere in the castle.
Wait, is this guy, his little spirit still here?
Yeah, it's you're on the ground, so it's kind of just hovering above you as you sort of pushed yourself across the ground.
What's he gonna try to pet it?
Oh,
Oh man.
wide eye.
As you sort of reach up and touch the small little sprite here, it bursts into a cloud of snowflakes and ice. Make a dex save for me.
Which fails this one. What's a 12 do?
With a 12. Let me double check. Alright, 12 is a failure.
Damn.
Bless you.
So the small little icicle sprite bursts into a cloud of ice and snow. And you feel sort of that whole arm that you reached up with just get covered in frost. And you take 6 cold damage.
Be honest, I don't know how much longer Wits can keep up this act of him being fine.
That fucking hat changed you. You're like a whole new person now.
A person with drip.
Oh god.
I'm gonna be honest with you. He keeps going. I'm not gonna be able to heal him. He'll be past the point of no return.
He's on his own. Also, I'm gonna tell the snowman he's dead.
Good luck.
Okay.
Well,
And
while
we'll
you're
get to
doing that,
the door.
Wits is gonna... Here, wait. I got this. Here. Sibylla, catch me. And Wits will push off and slide straight over here.
Man just launching himself. Alright, I'm gonna try to stand up. I'm gonna do
At this point, there's like blood going across the floor every time he does it.
Feels gonna like probably be knocked back by that. I'm really concerned about you. You probably get up.
Alright.
Oh, I'm fine. Wits will cast message to Sibyl. I am not fine.
Why did you do that? There's no need to hide anything from everybody here. It's okay.
Thanks, Senan, for the 11 months, and welcome. Lola, you slowly make your way across the icy floor, back to the snowman in the corner. And as you arrive at him, what do you do?
Excuse me, sir. I'm just gonna pull myself up on you real fast. Like my belly's starting to get a little bit cold. I'm not dressed for this weather. Let me get up real fast. Excuse. I'm gonna help you see something real fast. That might be a little bit hard news to handle. I'm just gonna turn his head back towards the body. Well, sir, I just want to let you know I lied earlier, and you are actually a snowman. Like, you have a carrot for a nose right now. In a non-insulting way. In a literal sense.
I'm afraid I have no idea what you must mean.
Is the carrot frozen to his face?
I'm Leopold M. Did it start with an M? My last name? Well, that's odd.
I don't know.
Gold must be getting to my head.
I think it's because you don't have a brain in a non-insulting way, but literal sense.
Well, that's rather rude to say. I'm very capable in my own mental faculties.
Does the carrot look frozen to his face?
Yeah, he's covered in a thin layer of frost as well.
He is.
He seems rather immutable at the moment.
Sir, how long you been standing in the corner of this room? This very cold room.
Well, feels like I've been locked in here for ages. I just went into the pantry to grab something, and the door was closed behind me, and I've been waiting ever since.
Do you believe in death?
Well, I think you'll be hard-pressed to find someone who doesn't, lass.
Well, I think that's you. I don't have does anyone have a mirror or something like this? You are a straight snowman.
I assure you, little lass, I'm no bride and I'm no groom.
What the frick does that mean? I come from a small little town. I haven't heard that one before. Can I? What do I have in my bag? Give me a minute. You need to know, sir. I have a disguise kit. Would a disguise kit have a mirror in there? Probably not.
Honestly, yeah, probably.
I'm gonna use my here.
It'd be pretty hard to disguise yourself with any sort of cosmetics without being able to see the final product. So I would say, yeah, it has a small little tiny hand mirror.
Yeah, I'm just gonna step back a bit so he gets a full view, and I'm gonna point the mirror towards him. Be like, sir, what do you see in this mirror?
Well, there's my handsome mug.
What do you look like?
Well, elven features, rather pointy ears if I do say so myself.
Write this down. Were you like a servant in the castle, or are you like a knight?
Of course, I'm one of the butlers.
Oh,
and I can get back to my job as soon as my joints loosen up a little bit.
I don't think that's a good idea for the joints to loosen up.
Why is that?
I just have a feeling you'll die if you loosen up a bit.
Oh, heavens. Well, I don't know much about the cold. I have been in here for quite some time, so I believe you if you know more about being exposed to the frost than I do.
I think I got a good sense, but I'm gonna come back and talk to you later. All right? I'm gonna try to see if I can help you out because I believe you're struggling.
Oh, but well, it was.
You think long and hard how you got here and why you've been here so long. Okay? You think long and hard on that, and I'm gonna let you keep facing the bones. Sorry, that's a little morbid, but I feel like you will need that. So
was rather lonely in here before you arrived. So it's nice to talk with someone.
know, right?
Yes,
Like we're
I'll
friends.
I'll give it some thought. Mostly, I've just been thinking of my dear Cerise lately.
Oh, who's Cerise?
Oh my god.
Who's Cerise? Oh, fuck.
Just one of the maids that I was rather sweet on. But I wasn't sure if
Ooh.
she likes me back, so I've always sort of, well, not really done anything about it.
Was she like a handmaid or just one like the kitchen maid or the laundry maid? I've never had a maid before. I don't know what jobs you guys do. Sorry.
She was one of the handmaids.
Ah, handmaid. Nice. We're shooting high above. Okay. I see you, sir. Well then, if I run into her, I won't say you like her. I'm gonna be your wing woman now, okay?
Yes, if you do see my dear Cerise, then, please do let her know that I'm thinking of her.
I shall. And you are again? Sorry, I'm horrible with names. I'm Lola. I didn't even tell you my name. I'm Lola.
Pleasure to meet you, Lola. I am Leopold. Leopold.
Leopold.
I think it started with an. I must have some sort of brain freeze. It's rather
It
hard
is
to
quite
think of it
chilly.
at the moment. It is quite chilly in here, yes.
It is hard to think. Well, I am gonna explore the castle some more. Do you know where handmaids hang out at? I don't know where handmaids. I'm very lost.
Well, she might be in the servants' quarters. The female servants' quarters, of course.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna go be a wing woman real fast. I will come back to talk to you soon.
Do return for a little
Been
chat. It is rather lonely here.
Soon. It was nice meeting you.
And you as well.
Quickly usher everyone out the room.
Oh my god, so it was one of the saddest things I've ever heard.
That was so fucking sad. I think we need to find his last name. Maybe that will help him out a little bit. Because I feel like he's struggling to remember some past events. That seems very important! My man's struggling. Excuse me, I gotta get out of here. My
I had to
belly's
go
really
talk to the
cold.
dementia snowman.
I need to. My little heart could not handle it.
So you usher everybody out of the freezing cold pantry and back into the hallway to the north, still illuminated by the ever-changing colors of the Feywild surrounding the keep. And as I
Anyone
said,
have any thoughts about that? That
Go
whole
ahead, go ahead.
experience? I don't have any thoughts about that whole experience.
Floor's scary.
Floor
Glad
is
to be
very
out.
scary. Yeah, I saw.
God, I would love to see Sequili try to go across the floor.
I would say I saw your eyes, but I felt the energy of your eyeballs when you saw that floor. They were wide, and I noticed.
Gonna take a load off you for a little bit.
I think
I
you
already
should.
forgot his name. Does anyone remember his name? I already forgot his name.
Leopold.
Leopold. I'm not
Curious.
gonna remember that.
is-
Leopold.
I'll write it down in the chat for you guys.
I spelled it so wrong. I already know I did.
There's some existential dread right there.
But this whole time, his last name actually is something.
No, I feel like if he knows his last name, like maybe we'll jog some memories, and then like he could hopefully give us more info. Cause right now he's just seems very sad, and he's in love with the dead handmaid because he is also dead. So I'm assuming she is also dead.
Maybe if some of the ghosts are friendly to us, we might be able to get some more information on the castle and Era.
I was like, we might have to
What
like
happened?
help, quote unquote, help some of them out, and they would be more willing to help us out.
Mhm.
We can try it.
Do
So
these
just keep an eye on his name.
do these look like the I guess the kitchen ones or whatever in that area? The locked door?
Yeah, they
Okay.
are identical to those ones. They are identical serpent reliefs on either side of this door here.
Okay. I want to try this door then.
You try it, and the doorknob turns, but at pulling or pushing at the door, it just feels as if you're pushing at a wall, as if a doorknob was just attached to a wall.
Did we discover it was like magical locked, or is it just like jammed? Did we discover that yet?
I don't know if you've ever detected magic on any of them. or identified any of them, but
I don't think we did.
you also
I
haven't
think we
tried to like bash any down or anything like that, or pick
We have
any of
not.
them.
When we grow desperate, start trying.
So you guys want to try an Arcana check before we destroy anything?
Probably.
All right. I guess I'm going to try one of those. Oh,
Yeah, go for it.
got a 14.
With a 14, you get a very slight sort of hint of magic to the door, but anything more than that, unable to determine.
Magic. Hey, Wits, are you still alive over there?
Might be.
Here. Sybil's gonna hand him one of the berries.
Barry.
How much health does that give?
Gives him 2,
2 HP? Okay.
and it feels like he just drank an entire flagon of ale.
Oh, actually, I said 2 damage.
Witz chokes on the berry and dies.
Honestly, with Wit's current health, that'd be pretty detrimental.
But in addition to feeling just a little bit lightheaded from the berry, Wits, and feeling a little bit slightly healthier, you also feel like you've just ate and drank a very nourishing meal.
All right, thank you.
Don't eat any more suspicious food that I don't give you.
All right. It's not a bad time to mention that his health is still in the single digits.
Holy. Oh my God.
Just imagine Sybil telling him not to eat. He feels like dog gets a hold of something it's not supposed to eat. She's like trying to yank it out of his mouth. Open up.
Yeah, let's go back and get the cheese. All right.
This door is stuck like others.
All right, let's take a look. What's the ritual cast identify?
All right. Then you spend some time kind of waiting in the hallway as Wits casts a ritual of identify. Anything specific that anybody wants to do, or are we all just waiting?
So Queely's just sizing the door up, seeing like if he had to charge it down.
All right.
Oh my.
Then you all sort of wait for Wits to cast identify. And Wits, as you finish, you determine that this door is completely covered in very powerful warding magic. A warding magic to keep it locked, but also to stop someone from stepping through it. And you estimate that what you will need to bypass this is a similarly enchanted key to open it. And because you cast a full identify and aren't just detect magic or arcana checking, I will tell you that picking the lock or attempting to burst down the door, the ward actually has mechanisms in place to stop that. And it might actually be dangerous to attempt.
All right, so what's going to attempt to pick the lock? No, I'm kidding.
Witch, no.
Yeah, there's no way we're getting through this unless we find a key. Got a very strong warding magic, so even bashing it could prove to be
Ew.
dangerous.
Understood.
So we're still on the hunt.
But by all means, still go for it if you want.
No.
What are we looking for the keys? What are we looking for again to open the doors?
Well, this one needs a key.
Thank you.
Yes, there's still rooms you haven't searched in the look around.
I think we gotta hope ghosts out. I don't know if we're gonna get any freaking like background through snooping.
All right.
Yeah.
So, continuing your way down the hall, Just give me one moment. This is a complex place, and I need to refresh my brain after being focused on Silver Song for a while. Alright, I think this is the right place. Let's check it out. Oh, perfect. Okay.
Double dungeon brain.
Triple dungeon brain, because I'm making one for C's as well.
Oh god.
Triple dungeon brain.
They're gonna become one dungeon at some point in your head. Mega dungeon.
Yeah, you guys walk down the hall and you find the Silver Beast. Roll initiative.
In the desert.
You guys don't want that. That's a hard fight. They beat it though. Good job, Silver Song.
Speaking of which, when we go back to fight King Taka.
Lola doesn't know who that is, but she feels her blood boiling at the name.
You feel drawn to it. Your
Oh, I gotta-
warrior's blood awakens.
Suddenly, you just
I become a
evolve from, you just suddenly change from a bard straight to a barbarian again.
Alright, let's do this.
You
suddenly
multi-class
grow muscles.
barbarian. So you continue your way down the hall along these illuminated windows, eventually finding another door. Just a few steps down the hall from the serpent relief door that you found previous. And you found a rather normal-looking door, much like the ones that entered the kitchens or the guest bedroom.
I'm gonna try opening this one.
Time to start snooping.
Alright, you sort of reach towards the doorknob and turn it, and the door opens. It is not locked.
Drip, 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 drip.
And as you open the door, you find yourself in an already illuminated and rather large room. Multiple beds sit sort of along each of the walls. And in the center, a table with a candle flickering. So make an investigation check, somebody.
I can do it. 21.
21, pretty good.
Nice.
All right, you don't need
Finally.
you don't need
a
anybody
good
to help
roll.
you with that. You don't need anybody to help you with that roll. You're all good. Just give me one sec. Flipping through my notes.
Ha! He's better at investigating when he's drunk. Who would have thought?
Actually, now that you remind me,
Uh-oh.
You get wit.
you actually have disadvantage on that roll, so you might want someone else to roll it for you.
Oh yeah, well actually, wait, I should already have disadvantage anyway, now that I think about it, because I'm poisoned.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And exhausted.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Anyone want to help?
Give it a shot.
I'm not the brightest.
Yeah, you don't want me rolling that.
Well,
But hey, it'll be better.
All right, so you search your way around this room here, and you can find sort of women's clothing lying on some of the beds. The entire room seems to be sort of abandoned. You don't find anyone obviously in here, but it appears as though, other than the layer of dust, as if it was sort of just used. Nothing is really tucked away. Everything is sort of still as everyone left it. Though, again, a layer of dust coats most things in the room, and you can see spider webs in the corners.
what's this thing right here?
It's sort of like a torso mannequin with a dress on it.
Oh, okay.
The dress is sort of all black cloth with sort of white accents. It appears to be some sort of servant's uniform intended for a female.
I'm just gonna take a breather on this one. Let me know if there's any drip.
I don't know what that means, Wit.
See me? This is drip.
You mean the blood?
Partially. See this hat? Drip. This cane? Drip. Me?
You're dripping something.
You're just mad because you don't have drip.
Do any of these beds look, I guess, disturbed? Like something's messed with them recently, or you said everything looks like it's covered in a layer of dust?
Yeah, you find quite a bit of dust on everything. The whole place has been rather dusty, all of the Briar Keep, and this room is no different. Only really, yeah, if you mean it's sort of like the kitchen where everything looks sort of new, as if it was just cooked, it does not look like that.
Okay.
Only the lit candles and torches imply that anyone may have been in here. Other than that, it looks completely abandoned. The beds are sort of half made, as if someone awoke and went off to work but didn't fully fix it up.
The state of the clothing. Like, I'm wondering if like there was people in the clothing and they got like.
Oh my god. Sybil.
We've seen
point, though.
worse things today.
Good point, though. We gotta start checking.
You kind of sift through some of the slip. There's sort of like nightgowns and kind of casual clothing. Clothing that would be worn when you sort of not at work.
Okay.
And it's sort of kind of tossed on some of the beds.
So yeah, they. Okay.
Each of the beds has sort of a footlocker at the end of it, as well as there's a few dressers in the room as well.
These kind of seem like fancy dresses. Are they supposed to be like fancy dresses? They look nicer than what I think maids would have.
The dresses or the dressers?
The dresses.
They're sort of like nightgowns, like what someone wears out of bed. They're not rags by any means. They're not made of something like burlap or anything like that. They are kind of fine silk, but they're not like noblewoman's party dresses or anything like that.
I want to cast a Divine Sense, see if I detect any ghostly figures lurking about.
All right. Yeah, you spend some time and you cast that, and you don't sense anything. This place feels abandoned.
Okay.
Anything in this drawer?
Yeah, you open it up and you find some more kind of clothes hanging. Some of it a little bit moth-eaten and old-looking. You find cobwebs in the corners of the dresser as well. But make an investigation check for me.
Please let this one be better. It's exactly the same.
Nice.
That's the curse. But a 12 or a 13 is good enough. I did not set that DC very high. So, as you're sort of sifting through some of the clothing, you notice kind of down at the bottom along the wood of the dresser, you see a small little wooden box.
Sybil's going to pick it up and try to open it.
Alright, yeah, you pick it up. It's slightly heavy, but you can pick it up with both hands, and you open the little hinge and look inside the box. Inside, you can see sort of a small little cache of coins.
Oh. Hey, guys, look at this. I'm gonna put it on the table.
Wits is pissed.
What?
He starts. He's gone headfirst into every fucking thing in this building so far, and has only taken damage. And then the first time he decided to sit one out, you find a coin. You find like a little box with money.
Sorry about that.
Which is no. You're saying this. He didn't actually say this, but he just looks unhappy. So he's just gonna sit there with his arms crossed.
The small, it's sort of like a jewelry box symbol. The small little box contains coins that are sort of slightly tarnished from time, but very clearly still a similar currency to you're used to, made of gold. And you sift through them, and there's 20 gold pieces in there.
Well, there's 4 of us, so you want some gold wits?
No.
Okay. For pride, then.
Wits, are
20
you
divided
okay?
by 3.
Fine. Everything's
Wits has
fine.
never. I'm gonna ignore that.
As you sort of begin to sift through the coins and divvy them up, you actually find something at the bottom of the box, sort of buried beneath this pile of coins. So, there's a small little necklace with a locket attached to it.
She's going to open the locket.
All right. It is sort of slightly rusted with age, so prying it open is a little bit difficult. But you pry the locket open, and inside there's nothing. There's no contents of it, but instead you find along the flat surface of the metal on the interior, engraved into it, sort of scratched into it. You see the initials LM.
Lola?
Where did you get that? I mean, I don't know. What? Yeah, what you mean?
Found a locket belonging to LM.
Where did you get the locket?
It was in the drawer over there.
This one? Okay. Okay. So, like, it's definitely our LM that we're thinking of, right? Like, it's definitely him. This is definitely their quarters.
Yeah.
There has to be more. Like,
Where
maybe
they
she kept, like a diary or something, and, like, she wrote about him.
Maybe it's in one of these footlockers.
Well,
Maybe.
time everyone pick a locker. We gotta start snooping. And I mean snooping, I mean, like, tear some beds up. Girls like to be private. We like to hide things.
Okay.
I'm checking
right
this
here.
whole bed.
All right, Sylvie, you sift through one of the footlockers and you find some old women's shoes and another nightgown, but not much else.
Okay. Nothing in the bed either, except for clothes.
No, there's nothing under the bed but cobwebs. Lola, you sort of search through this mattress here, and make an investigation for me, Lola.
I'm really bad at investigation.
Alright, you sift through this mattress, but you don't find anything. Again, just sort of dust bunnies and cobwebs beneath the bed, and yeah, even the mattress, you don't find any sort of lumps in it or anything.
Alright, time to start checking through this chest. In sadness.
Much like the one that Sybil searched, it contains sort of another nightgown and shoes.
Can I check through this one?
Yep, they all seem to contain similar things. But you can also make... let's do perception this time.
Okay.
Alright, you find mostly the same as everyone else.
Guessing same for this footlocker too.
Yeah, you can make a perception too, but you'll make it with disadvantage.
I like those odds. I don't actually like those odds.
I mean, not that bad, considering. Yeah, so you search through this one and you find another nightgown. And as you sort of examine this one, you notice that actually into the back of the collar, there's something sort of stitched into it. Sort of threaded into the fabric itself along the sort of inside of the back of the collar of this nightgown. You can see sort of almost embroidered into it the name. It says Cerise.
Oi, Lola. Lola? I think this must be Cerise's bed.
So do I need to tear apart the mattress, or did you find something?
I mean, I didn't find anything else. I just found that her gown has her name stitched into it.
Gown and some
Oh!
old shoes, but that's about it.
Oh, also, Lola, he
Yes.
he would still like hold the gown up to him. Drip?
Not drip. It does not match the top hat. I'm sorry. Really can't. You're doing two different modes thrown at us.
Okay.
Okay, but come help me tear apart this bed now. She
Alright.
has to have like a diary or something.
All right.
Unless she's one of those girls that held in feelings like a freaking freak.
The two of you tear apart the mattress, looking for something. But as you sort of flip it over and begin to search this bed here, you see sort of covered in a layer of dust and cobwebs, a small little bottle under the bed.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna pick it up.
Instantly drinks it.
Do not. I'm gonna pick it up. Is it just a bottle? A bottle? What am I looking at?
You're
Let me
right,
really
Luno. He's
examine
just like a dog at this point.
No, bad way. Bad.
Just instantly, without thought, eats or drinks anything he sees.
Lola, make a medicine check as you pick up the bottle.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
The medic.
Well, it's completely covered in dust, and you kind of have to brush some of it off. But it is a sort of squarish glass bottle filled with a red liquid.
Well, I have no idea what this is, guys. But I'm sorry, I'm not gonna give it to you. You've broken the trust of this family. I'm just gonna place it on the table.
How's Wits broken the trust?
I don't know, Wits. Why do you look so sickly right now?
Hi, I had a berry. I'm drunk, and I'm doing better.
He sneaks that. It's not gonna kill him, right? And so we'll take a look at it.
Yeah, you can make medicine too.
He literally said.
Doctor 100.
Well, it's definitely a red bottle. Actually, let me think for a second. You might get advantage on this.
Right.
Yeah, you would get advantage on this. Okay.
14?
Yeah, with a 14, you've seen these before. You think back to your time in the swamp and the small town of Bogrest. And you guys went into an herbalist shop, and she actually stocked some of these. It's a health potion.
Oh. Actually, Wits, I think you should drink this. You would really enjoy it.
Ah! Give me.
Yep, she's gonna hand it to him.
Gonna down the whole thing.
All right. Yeah, you brush a little bit of the dust off the cork and then unstopper it and drink it right down. So that will give you 2d4 plus 2.
2d4.
So
All
you can
right.
roll it if you want. Yeah.
All right. Come on. Good numbers.
Yeah,
Oh wait,
Sybil determined it
X-
to be a healing potion.
is it exclamation point or
Oh,
slash?
Oh my
Uh,
god.
I can just... You can just roll it on D&D Beyond if you want.
Okay.
Just roll a d2. Or just roll a d2 and then add 2 to it if you want to roll it
All
here.
right. Yeah.
Just slash roll 2d2.
Wait, how do you?
Or 2d4 rather.
Okay. That's what I was trying to do.
There you go.
Okay, 6.
So yeah, 6.
Not gonna lie, I was waiting for you to be like, get pranked, you take damage.
No.
God, I was so used to taking damage, I took damage again now that I put it in.
So you chug that down and you feel the kind of sickness in your stomach fade a little bit as the frostbite on your arm does too. Healing a little bit of health for you.
That feels better.
Good. Okay.
Well, kind of.
But other than that bottle under the bed, Lola, you don't find anything else.
God damn it. Okay. Well, that's as far as my detective work goes.
What are them?
Did we
Shall I
tear
carry
apart
on?
everything? I suppose.
I haven't checked this or this, right?
No, you haven't checked that yet.
Let's just really quick before we get out. This isn't a footlocker, right? This is different from the.
No, it's sort of a small little cabinet. It's
Right.
not locked. It's not locked, and you open it, and you find a bunch of sort of dusty and slightly rusted candle holders, as well as a bunch of unlit candles just stocked away for storage.
Right, that's not useful. And what about this drawer?
Much like the other one, you find a bunch of sort of half moth-eaten clothing. Not particularly fine clothing, but also not sort of rags either. Just sort of casual commoner's wear.
Okay.
And you search the corners of this one like you did with the other one, but you don't find a box in this one.
Well, at least we got the locket.
No, I'm
and
less
5 gold
dead.
each.
And you are
Huh?
less dead, Whip. Good job. Was her name Serena again? What was this? What was this girl's name?
Charisse.
Wow, was close.
Leopold and
That's
Cerise.
good enough for me.
That was how it
Alright
was
then.
spelled on the inside of the nightgown.
Yeah. Alright then, shall I carry on?
Right, still on the hunt, but keep the locket. It could help us. Maybe that will help jog memory when we eventually make our way past there again.
He's feeling better now. He's twirling his cane, smoking the pipe a little bit.
I got my wits back.
I mean, he's still poisoned and has 1 point of exhaustion, but he feels a little better.
Wits is back.
Which will be back once we have a short rest.
Yeah.
So,
How after for the rest of you?
I'm doing
Besides
pretty
Fizz,
good.
I mean.
but
What's
say
his
probably like
fit?
none at all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Sybil's.
right.
Why
Kinda
spread
roughing
apart?
it.
Why spread apart your unknown adventures to getting damaged with the rest of the party when you can all have it on one person?
So you guys make your way back out into the hallway and continue towards the east. And after only walking for a minute or two, you find yourselves entering into a large open hall once more. Now this time no door to even block your way. Once more, light sort of streams in through some windows. And you can see sort of columns evenly spaced throughout this hall that stretch up to the roof. On your left is a set of double doors, and on your right, a smaller door. Across from you, the hallway continues. And on your immediate right, you can see another doorway with yet another set of snake reliefs.
What do I see out this window?
Out that window, this is what you see. Now you're looking about there. You can see fences and gardens, as well as if you look immediately down, you can see kind of some stacked crates. A little bit off to your right, a stony staircase and a path that leads off to the right. Oh.
These doors lead outside, before the vine wall.
Alright.
Like a little mini little courtyard. Or just a back alley.
Want to try this door then?
Small area with path wrapping around east.
Alright.
Must have been the small door Sibyl saw there.
Yeah, sounds like it. Locked? Or is it open?
You turn the knob and the door opens. It is not locked.
Alright. What do we see in there? If we open the door.
Give it a little peek.
Yeah, give me a sec. You open the door and all of you can peek through, so...
Peeking through Scooby-Doo style.
This is what you see.
Ooh, pretty.
You open the door and you find sort of a large courtyard. A fountain at its center. And across from you can see another kind of similar little staircase up to another landing. With a door on its opposite. But all around you can see trees and grass that's all been kind of planted.
Does this look like the fountain that Lola saw through the board door?
No, this one looks small.
Okay.
But like the other one, this one also appears to just be sort of spewing water from a completely unknown source.
Magical.
Magic water.
Do not drink it. Although it does look inviting.
Is anything in this funky bag over here?
Well, you make your way down sort of to the lower level. There's sort of a raised courtyard, as well as sort of gardens all around it. And you make your way down the steps to the grass below. And around you can see sort of planted gardens and grass, but off to your left you see this shovel lying there, as well as sort of a burlap sack. And the burlap sack is sort of covered in dirt on its outside, but inside it's just completely empty.
Hey, Lola.
Huh?
Which will point at this bag. Look, I found some drip for the Red Boar.
I have bad eyesight. What? Fast little legs.
Look, it's drip for the boar.
I like your freaking thinking. We need it.
Oh.
That
He
boar
sounds
is
like a
dying one way or
demonic
another.
voice. Take it. We need it.
Okay. We head back there.
I'm killing that boar one way or another. I never wanted to murder her. Maybe this is why Mama never let me leave the village. Maybe she knew I was murderish inside.
So you snatch up the dirty old burlap sack,
It's ours now.
tuck it away.
I'm gonna lick his eyeball again I'm gonna lick both eyeballs next time I see him.
So just up a very short flight of stairs is another little platform where a door sits.
I'll try it.
Yeah, the door is also similarly unlocked, and as you peek your way inside, you guys actually recognize the room. You stand sort of on the opposite side of the rather large theater hall that you visited prior.
Hell yeah. You know, maybe we should have mentally started like sketching a layout for this place. I'm gonna mentally sketch out a layout real fast.
So it's kind of like a
Fucking it's a castle.
loop shape, right?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
kind of
We
doing that
started
too,
at one
but
side.
it's like I know some of the hallways seem like they might be a little bit longer because of what
Mm.
Jay is describing. So it might not. I don't know. Because there's like a actually I kind of got bungled because on the way there there's a lot of rooms.
There are a lot.
So as far as like the downstairs, everything we've checked out.
Oh, I forgot there's a whole nother
I think
level.
I think we've covered all the downstairs of unlocked doors.
Yeah.
That we found at least.
Well, I guess we should. Oh,
Actually, somebody make an intelligence check.
who's the smartest one here?
Well, the smartest one
Lane.
has disadvantage, so.
Oh, great. I have a +2 mod.
I mean, you can go for it because I had a +3, so it wouldn't have been that much difference.
All right.
Awesome. Is it good?
All right, I won't help you. Then.
Oh,
Medium brain.
You're on your own.
I think we should probably go back up the way we came, check out where the right hallway goes, and then I guess we should double back
There was
to
a
see
whole ass other
Leopold.
hallway, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was.
God damn, Jay.
The room that like we just came from, pretty much. Before the courtyard.
Start calling this Briar City.
I told you it was as
Mentally
big
drawing
as
picture. I'm
um,
mentally drawing a picture.
yeah, I have like a sketch of it in my own brain. I'd be curious if you guys draw sketches of them, send them to the Discord so that I can see them. Because I'm always curious
will.
whenever players draw their own dungeon sketches, how accurate it is. So if you do draw them,
I'm
send
a
me a quick little pic
perfectionist.
of it, and
Oh well, I'm a perfectionist. This
we'll
is
see
gonna
how
be
well you
amazing.
did.
Made like freaking Versailles 2 over here. It's huge.
So you make your way back out of the courtyard towards this sort of hall.
This jumps to another hall.
Oh yeah, the hallway does continue a little bit further along.
Oh, sorry.
Sybil!
Sorry, I got distracted.
Oh wait, I
know
just realized if
architecture
there
is
was a hallway going north from the main room, then this is just gonna loop to that. Or it should at least.
well, good. It's gonna help me draw my picture. So far, it looks like a little Minecraft character.
I'm waiting for Jay to be like, nope, get pranked. It's gonna be a dead end.
I mean, even if it
Done.
does, that's kind of the way we're going anyway, right?
Yeah.
All right. So you continue off out of that side hall towards the eastern part of the Briar Keep, and making your way along the hall, you soon spot another door.
Well, does someone else get this door?
Lola. Lola and Sybil open?
Yeah.
Heck yeah, teamwork. Let's go.
All right. So the two of you swing this door open, similarly unlocked, and inside this is what you see.
Oh.
I don't want to see this room no more, Sybil.
Now the room's layout looks a little bit familiar. Much like the female servants' quarters that you were in, it's laid out with beds along the walls, and a table at its center, torches and candle lit. Though there are some differences that you quickly notice as soon as you enter. The smell of something rotting hits your nose as you enter, and you quickly notice that there are corpses on a lot of the beds.
The corpses still have any clothes on? Or
They have sort of very tattered and old-looking rags.
are the rags identifiable anymore as like a uniform?
Make an investigation check. All right. Then yeah, as you sort of take a look at them, it's very, very moth-eaten, and sort of eaten away at by insects. But you can spy sort of part of the uneaten bits of the clothing are kind of all black with a rather fine-looking collar. I estimate it to be some sort of butler's uniform.
I wonder if Leopold's stuff is in here.
He was a butler.
Jay, any drip?
Inside the closet here, you find some rather old-looking, very dusty and covered in cobwebs, butler's uniforms, sort of spares, with the trousers and the jacket.
What's he gonna try on the jacket?
All right, yeah, you pull it over. How tall are you? You just sort of average height?
I think he's 5'10",
Yeah, so that's relatively
or
average.
5'11". Yeah, so around there.
Yeah, then it fits you.
Hey.
It is covered in a layer of dust and smells pretty musty, but it does fit you.
The drip is good, but the smell is not. Let's all take it back off and put it back up.
All right. Yeah, you sift around through that closet and find just sort of at the bottom along the wood some old pairs of dusty shoes. But that's about it.
I'm so stupid.
Ooh, liquid.
You know what? I'm over here.
Sitting on the table and sort of illuminated by the candlelight, you find sort of a large pitcher of sort of a dark red liquid. And similarly around it, you can see these rather fine-looking crystal clear glasses that also have sort of half full of that liquid.
Is this one too? It's just empty?
It just has sort of a tiny bit at the bottom.
This is like looking back and forth between the drink and the corpse.
Yeah.
What does it taste like?
I think you've tasted enough of mysterious food so far.
There's always room for more. But then again, these people are dead. So,
Sybil's going to knock the pitcher and all the cups over.
All right. Yeah, you just sort of begin to smack all the glasses off the table, and the wine glasses sort of shatter as they hit the ground, and spill the liquid across the floorboards. And then you pick up the pitcher and just sort of chuck it at the ground, and it splashes across the floorboards as well. As you sort of picked it up and threw it, the pitcher, there's sort of like almost a sediment at the bottom of it that sort of stirs up as you pick it up. And as you splash it, it sort of spills across, also sort of spreading with the stain on the floorboards.
Can she, like, check to see if she can identify the substance in the thing? Or the
Yeah,
drink?
make a medicine check. If anyone wants to help you, you can get advantage on it. You don't need it. Yeah, you sort of take a sec to examine the stain that you just created on the floorboards from smashing this pitcher. And you notice that sort of that two distinct different substances. One of them was the liquid that spilled, and the other was sort of this almost fine ground powder that had formed a sediment at the bottom. And the liquid itself appears to be some sort of wine. It has the sort of scent of a red wine, but the sediment itself is dark black. Does not seem like it was something that naturally occurred in the wine.
I'm sorry about that. Okay.
Yeah, that one we did here.
yeah. Okay. I think this is poisoned. So
Which is in shock because he just watched in horror as the Sybil just violently destroyed everything on this table.
I don't regret anything. You're not touching anything else.
It's like,
I will.
Sybil, I've never seen you use such violence.
I will tie you up and leave you in here if I have to. Okay?
You really want to leave
Not-
me in here with the poisonous wine?
Yeah, you'd crawl towards him and lick it off the floor then. What has gotten into you today? Lord.
Just
So
for
Lola,
Oh, go ahead.
you can go ahead if you were going to finish something.
I was gonna say, just for context, the reason why Witch is kind of like this is because since knowing that this is a keep of royalty, and stealing from the rich is one of his favorite
Oh
things
my
to do,
God.
he's like very
God.
giddy to get all their shit.
So Lola, did you want to search the rest of the room? It's clearly you can help.
Yeah. I'm just going for the beds that don't have dead bodies on them. So this one I'm just gonna tear this bed. Whole bed's gonna get torn up.
All right. Then so clearly, if you want to help, she can do an investigation with advantage.
Would Lola's bed?
Just
Sure.
sort of searching the room.
Sure. I'll
You
assist.
can search that. You can search that. Just sort of finishing everything up. All right. Then roll with advantage. All right. So, good roll on both of them.
Dang.
Nice.
Finally something.
All right. So, you search some of the footlockers and under the beds. And let me just double check my notes to make sure I'm right. All right. In this footlocker here, you find sort of an old kind of silk tunic, perhaps some sort of pajamas. And with a 20, you similarly check the neck, like you did in the other room. And this one you see sort of sewed into the collar of it, another name. Though this one has been very lavishly sewed in very like intricate writing. It's a very sort of elegant script. And the full thing reads Leopold Montregard.
But looks all nice and fancy. How did series look? Series.
It was just sort of a more plain text.
Oh, do you think they like sewed each other's name onto it?
Oh,
Oh, they are both dead. That's just 10 times more sad now. I'm act like they didn't. Maybe he just had better sewing skills.
We don't know Cerise is dead.
Honey.
how
Looks at-
long do
looks at dead
elves
bodies
live
live.
with?
Very long.
I don't think
Not
these
that
ones
long.
lived very long. I don't think these made it.
Well, we haven't seen a body anywhere that indicates it's hers.
Not yet.
Speaking of which, did anyone else find it odd how there's bodies in here but not in the female quarters?
It is quite strange.
I
The males got a little bit more.
think
Well,
they
Find
died of
this-
something
Stop.
else.
Find this whole place weird.
I mean, sure, these fellas probably died from this poisonous wine, but whatever happened to all the maids? Because all their stuff is still here too.
That's
I have a
strange.
feeling
Someone-
we're gonna find out. What's
Okay.
strange? What's strange?
So something made all of the people in this castle disappear and presumably die.
Except for that
But
asshole
All
pool.
of the butlers, all of the male staff, come in here, drink poisoned wine, go to bed, and die there. Who would do that? Why only these guys? Why not the rest of the staff killed?
Not to mention,
Well- There was the whole stage. I think there were female ghosts in there. I didn't really like pay attention, because I had the stars on me. But I feel like
There
there
were.
were female ghosts in there. Yeah, so like maybe that could have been them. I didn't really look at their clothes though to see if they were like. Man, maids probably were not allowed to watch the show.
Yeah, were the maids and butlers and the help allowed to watch performances
like
from
they're
the
too-
audience?
I feel like they'd be too busy catering. Especially like if
Mm.
there's nobles in the audience, they're definitely not allowed to sit with the nobles.
Yeah, and it's weird because, like, in a castle like this, there'd be a court and noble people. But so far, we haven't found any of them. We found the servants and we found traces of the servants. We haven't found, like, traces of them.
whoever's drip this was.
Oh, yeah.
Hmm.
What was the ghost that ran into you? He wasn't. Was he a noble? No, was he a knight or was he neither? I don't think he was noble. I think he was like
He was
Well,
a
wearing
he was-
riding clothes, so he might
was-
have been.
He was
might have been just like a
definitely
weird-
some sort of connection to the queen that used to be here. That's why he was upset, or most likely that's why he was upset.
He was wearing riding clothes, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he had riding boots and a long jacket.
It's like, did
Oh.
whoever went and, like, checked out the horse tell us about the horse?
Yeah, Wits told us. That
No, that's back when Witch was cautious.
Mm-hmm.
He
When
just,
after the week
yeah, you took a look at it and you dipped back.
So we didn't really mess with the horse, but I think we're just assuming that like it's his horse. Riding boots, dead horse outside, ghost, dead ghost horse, dead skeleton horse.
Right. Well, I guess we could wrap back around and see if there's anything else between here and the main hall before we go back to the snowman.
Yeah, I have a
That
feeling
sounds
we're
like a
about
good
to do a
idea.
big loop. Alright.
Also, just
Wait,
now
are we
remembering that
following
Witch still
the
has this rope with a bunch of dried meat on it around him.
Oh wait,
Tried to poison me.
do we have? I'm gonna take the.
Wait a minute.
I'm gonna take his shirt thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna finish because you found that here. I was just gonna finish summarizing what you found in the other places.
But I was just so happy to get a last name. I was like, we're good. Let's go.
I know, yeah. You got something on the first one, and then I was letting you finish talking about that before I interrupted again. But to continue, you search this and you find again some old shoes and that sort of night tunic that has Leopold Montregard stitched into it. And then you search this, and much like in the females' quarters, you can find some old candles, some of them partially burned, some of them not, and a bunch of candle holders sitting in there. And then you search this one, and much like the other one, you find some clothing kind of hung up along both sides, and you search the bottom, and you don't find anything out of the ordinary other than another couple pairs of shoes. But as the two of you sort of search this closet, you push the clothes out of the way, and along the back wall of this dresser, you see a small little keyhole. And sort of etched in, kind of carved into the wood right next to that keyhole, is a small little symbol. It is a symbol of a dove.
Bruh.
We need to get that key.
Yeah, this is gonna be the other. Okay, so if we round this corner, we're gonna go back right to where we started from.
But yes.
Yeah. I'm assuming there's only one dove room. So we're just gonna walk around the corner. But until then, leave.
Because I feel more will be revealed when we eventually go upstairs.
So, you make your way out of the male servants' quarters and back down the hallway. I'm trying to give all the rooms names so that you guys have a better time remembering them. So out of the male servants' quarters, you make your way back down the hall, and eventually, give me one moment to make sure I describe this accurately. Whoops. Okay, give me a sec. Alright, one moment. Could have sworn I did that, but I guess I'll do it right now. Did I really? Let me double check something. Alright, well. We will do that right now. Do it live. All right, that's better. Okay. Actually, while I finish this up, let's take a short little break right now. That's perfect timing.
Have
Alright.
to draw the map.
I also have my attempt at drawing the map.
Yeah, finish that up.
I also do not have my attempt to draw the map.
Oh. Boo.
I don't have any paper nearby.
All right, so we will be back in 2 minutes. So grab a drink, grab some food, go to the bathroom, finish drawing your map, and we will return in just a moment. BRB. All right. Let's, take a peek at the map.
I like the room listed as evil.
I'm back.
It's a pretty accurate map.
Oh. You?
Horse.
Yeah.
I miss him already.
I'm back.
Maybe he's nicer than we think. Maybe
I
he
know.
won't kick Wits across the lawn.
Maybe Wits isn't going first when we go see him.
Evil. Frosty.
Actually, I'd like to motion that instead of calling it the evil room, we call it the asshole room.
Yeah, it's accurate.
The chamber of the asshole.
I wish
Just to
you
make
luck
it
in
sound more
reading my
grand.
handwriting. Oh, sorry.
That's
You
okay.
can
It's
read
better
it
than
well.
my handwriting.
Bedroom. Kitchen of badness. Theater.
Dead people.
Dead people. Frosty. Alright. Are we missing anybody?
I'm here.
I personally like the kitchen of badness.
Oh, here.
I'm here.
Alright. So. You make your way out of the male servants' quarters and back along the hall, which eventually begins to turn sharply to your right, which brings you headed in a southerly direction.
Ooh, we got two brand new rooms.
What's gonna be behind room number 1? Will it be riches or will it be more poison for wits?
Find out in the next episode.
Find out in 5 seconds.
Oh, random.
Alright, we're gonna see if this door's open.
Alright. Actually, give me just 1 sec to adjust something. Just want to make sure.
God, I hope it's a library where every book says important.
This castle, like, I really enjoy the pranks and weird stuff. It feels like the Enchanted Castle from Beauty and the Beast, but it's like very slightly malicious.
Okay, good. That was the vibe. Alright.
Passive aggressively malicious.
So, you turn this doorknob, Wits, and make your way into this room.
This room has drip.
There you go.
It's
So,
like-
as
oh,
you enter
sorry.
this room, you can see mannequins set up with clothing adorning them, as well as racks of clothing off to your right and several closets.
Oi, Lola, come look at all this drip.
This bad juju drip. I want to say, whoa. Hello.
All right. So the the four of you make your way into this room. And look around. On the far end, you can see sort of a vanity with a candle flickering on it, as well as another mirror set up. These mannequins are just sort of torsos with dresses on them. Unlike in the female servants' quarters, these ones have very fine, almost kind of ball gowns on. One of the torsos isn't wearing anything, and this one actually appears to be a full body.
See, Sybil, you see this? See this dress right here?
Yeah,
Drip.
it's red and black. Okay.
I do not recommend putting on the weird clothes.
Don't have to worry for me, Lola. Will not fit.
We could find you a nice little like thing to drape over your little bum. You know, you're right. No
No.
fit, nowhere.
Ah!
Oh
Jesus
no!
Christ.
No.
Swear jar.
Jumpstare.pag.
So Queely, as Lola sort of turns and walks away from you, the mannequin that was standing, the full body, begins to step forward and then stops.
Stops when I look at it, or just stops? Anyway.
Well, you turn around, and Lola, you turn around, and actually the mannequin also turns around.
I'm gonna wave my.
Sequili's fur on his back's just kind of sticking straight up.
Lola, what are you doing?
I'm gonna wave my. Is he like gonna copy it or not?
All right.
It's gonna copy it.
As you wave your arm, the mannequin also waves its arm, Lola.
So Quilly, wave your arm right now. Wave your arm.
Sequili waves his arm.
Mannequin
Does
doesn't
it
move.
pop?
We've got a winner!
My heart is actually beating really fast. I have a thing with mannequins. Oh no.
Hey, Sakili. What happens if you hit it?
Yo, well hold on. Just poke it. Just poke
No,
it.
not sure if we should hit yet.
No hitting, just poke it.
Well, if they're connected, what happens if we hit Lola?
Yo, listen, I'm very fragile. I'm very squishy. I don't know if you noticed me yet, but I am all squished, alright? I got no muscles beneath me.
Sequili's just gonna pat the mannequin's head.
Lola, you feel something pat your head.
Ow!
Maybe you should not hit.
I guess we have a new party member.
I need a wig. I need a
very optimistic view.
It needs to get dressed for
That's a
something.
very optimistic view of the situation.
It cannot follow us around like this. I'm on the verge of tears. Lola is about to start crying.
Yeah, Winston points at this dress. Put the drip on her.
I can't do it. She's gonna do exactly what I do.
Can we investigate the mannequin and see any other details about it?
Yeah, sure, if you want.
Well, there's a nifty little spell called Identify.
Oh, I forgot.
I don't know if you've heard of it, but it's used at least once a session.
We have Charisse dress and locket. Maybe put dress on mannequin.
That's demented.
It
I'm not
is,
sure.
but like, what if?
Yeah, let me see exactly how it's connected to you.
He
Um,
seems to
Identify
have
this
some
real
kind of
fast,
thing on him.
and we'll discover it from there.
Well, as you stand still, the mannequin stands in the same pose as you.
I knew it. Oh no. Why? Why me? Sybil, I'm gonna be me. I really wish it was you right now. I really wish it was copying
I would
you.
too in your situation.
This is
Not blaming you.
horrible. Ugh. Okay.
Oh yeah, well, Wits is like ritual cast identify. He's like, hey Lola, can you raise your arm up so I can check right here?
Yeah, I got you.
All right. Does anybody want to do anything else while he ritual casts identify?
Yes. Is there anything like on the humanity here of interest?
Yeah, there's sort of a ornate little hairbrush. Again, the candle and candle holder. What appears to be sort of some cosmetic items as well, just sort of makeup and small little adornments, hair clips and such. You just checking that, or do you want to check these too?
Oh yeah, I'll check. Oh, sorry.
I just wasn't sure which you were checking, if you were just looking at that, because it is like a 10-minute cast,
Yeah.
so you do have some time.
About that. Yeah. Okay, I'll check the cabinet.
All right. You open this one and find more rather nice looking clothing. These ones don't look nearly as sort of moth-eaten as some of the other stuff. They've been sort of tucked away, and they're still in decent condition, though cobwebs and dust still persist. So you find more clothing in that, as well as rather fine sort of shoes that one might wear to sort of a dress event. But as you try to open this one, it just doesn't budge.
Can she force it, or is it magically stuck?
You can attempt to pull harder if you want. Make some sort of strength check if that's what you're attempting to do, kind of forcing the door open.
Okay.
I can assist with that.
Yeah, you should probably do that.
Yeah, it's like really you can help.
All right, so her with advantage, or
Nah, you can roll it.
okay. Well,
You pull sort of as hard as you can, but it doesn't even budge at all. You estimate that you would have at least sort of felt the hinges kind of rattle, but it doesn't move at all. It's just firmly shut.
Is there a lock on it? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, actually, that was what I was going to say. You look at sort of near the doorknobs, and there's no keyhole or lock at all on the door. It is just shut.
And can I? Is it enchanted? Can I do an Arcana check?
Yeah, you can do an Arcana check if you want.
Is that good enough?
With a 13, there's some sort of faint aura, but other than that, I can't tell you anything else. But Wits, you finish your cast on this mannequin here, and the mannequin looks rather old and kind of run down, sort of featureless almost, not particularly designed to look like anyone, just sort of vaguely female. But as you finish your cast of Identify, there is indeed some sort of enchantment on it. And the enchantment is making it follow the exact actions of somebody. And as you sort of investigate a little bit further, you actually kind of come to a conclusion as to what it's mimicking. So with Identify, you're able to learn that this mannequin is actually mimicking the person in the room with the highest charisma stat.
Don't like that.
My social ineptitude saved me.
Well, I guess it's a good thing you switched characters, because that would have been me if it wasn't.
I wish it was you.
Yeah,
What am I
me
supposed
too.
to do with this? Do they just? I wonder if they can come out the room with me, or are they like stuck in the room?
Maybe they would use it as like a weird kind of mirror.
Do you see how much? I don't know.
Hmm.
Does Wits find any way to break this kind of thing,
That
or
would make sense though.
Well, with your identify, you sort of sense a strange sort of connection. It is sort of connected itself, sort of latched onto Lola. And that, you surmise, might transfer anything done to one to the other.
Well, this is my friend, Pola.
actually, it's more like you at this point, in which like flicks the forehead of the mannequin.
You feel that, Lola.
I'm gonna throw my arm out.
The mannequin also throws its arm out.
I hit with. Bop.
Which wants to dodge? Roll your attack.
It would be sort of like an unarmed attack.
Haha.
Oh. You look, I'm not very strong. I'm charisma. Well, this is gonna be a fun time. I didn't know it was gonna follow me outside the room. Block. Get out of this way.
I'll just body block the mannequin.
If it's like me, it shouldn't be very strong. So like I might just be able, I'm just gonna do a little test. I'm gonna try to walk out the room. Can you guys yell or make sure it doesn't come near me?
It's gonna come near you either way.
I don't want it touching me. I'm gonna do like a little loop. And then it's gonna walk by it. That's what we're gonna do.
So it's following you as you make those movements.
Is it getting closer or is it just staying at like the same distance?
No, it sort of stayed at about the same distance away from you.
Okay,
It kind
great.
of steps
Okay,
with
so
you.
we're gonna try to. Oh, you are too close to me.
So as it sort of hits the wall, it keeps walking, just sort of up against the wall, just sort of hitting nothing. And then as Lola, makes her way out of the room, it just sort of straightens up, and then just sort of stands there.
Oh,
You want me to take a guess?
What's happening?
Ah!
Oh.
What's
It
happening?
stays
I
in the
can't.
room then.
I want to
Sort
give
of-
myself a high five.
You're gonna touch it? This has bad juju.
Well, Wits, as you turn to face it, it turns to face this wall over here.
Oh, you can't look at it?
Right.
Oh.
Seville, I need you to hold it in place.
That would hold you in place.
I see the predicament.
You don't have to close the door if you don't want, Lola, but you can.
Oh no, Lola did not want to see that. Lola, shut that door.
Okay.
You know what? Fine. Witzel will cast Mage Hand and then make the mannequin high five the Mage Hand.
Okay, very well. That'll work.
Huzzah!
The mannequin kind of makes the same motion to cast that hand, but no additional hand appears. It just sort of does the same little flourish that you do, Wits.
My god, if it did, I swear. Alright, I'm bored. Let's go.
Yeah, I do not enjoy this room.
It straightens up as
Y'all.
Lola re-enters.
This is by far the most unsettling NPC we've had so far.
I
It sort of
really don't like it.
walks right into you, Wits, as Lola walks south.
Oh, hey, I'm opening the door. Calm down.
Just repeatedly bumps into you.
Which is gonna backhand the mannequin.
Oh, listen. I will full attack you. Don't try.
It'd be an unarmed strike if you wanted to do that, which
Let's try it.
I
Let's
don't
do
think
it.
that causes any damage.
60.
Yeah. That hits. That's it.
You just sort of feel something hit you, Lola, but it doesn't hurt very
Oh
much.
man, I was about. You're very lucky. I was about to throw hands with
Yeah, he cannot do any damage with his unarmed strikes. It's a
faster.
0.
Faster. I'm gonna keep doing it. The
Can
whole
we
time
open
he's
the
trying to
door
open this
now?
door.
Yeah, that's what that's what Witch was trying to do.
All right.
Too late.
Then you open the door into the next room.
Please don't let it follow us in here.
Witch is moseyed on in with his cane. He sees the cool room with the cool furniture.
Immediately looking at this thing.
I don't like that angle.
Really don't like that.
Straightens back up again. So Krillian just sort of mimics your front half.
It's clearly just
Okay.
crosses his arms and just stares at the mannequin.
Crosses its arms and stares at the wall. Alright. So the rest of you walk into what appears to be another bedroom. It's very sort of ornately made. Clearly not servants' quarters. Clearly someone rather noble used this bedroom. In addition to sort of a very fine-looking bed along the western wall, you can see some chairs set up, lit torches along the walls, a table in between the chairs with a tablecloth on it, and a small bowl at its center. On the northern side is sort of a desk that one would find in a study. And along it you can see another sort of carafe of wine, as well as a little lantern that's just giving off some light. It's got a few different mirrors, kind of hand mirrors, sitting on this desk, as well as a small little jewelry box.
And Sybil investigate the wine. Does it have the same stuff that the other wine had in it?
No, it doesn't
Wine
appear to have
piece.
that sort of dark sediment at the bottom.
Okay.
She's gonna check out the nightstand.
Alright. Let me double check.
Also, Sibyl's the wine police now.
Yeah.
Like, first thing to do, very quick, I gotta make sure the wine's okay before Witch drinks it and dies.
Wits, you search through the nightstand, and you find what appears to be some sort of bracelet with small little gems encrusted in it.
She's gonna do an Arcana check on the bracelet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hard to tell.
Witch just shrugs his shoulders and puts on the bracelet.
Alright, nothing happens. It's just sort of cold metal.
Yeah, more drip.
What's inside this jewelry box?
1 sec, let me check my notes. There's a lot of notes in here, so I just want to make sure I'm not saying the wrong thing.
Oh.
That's a good thing or a bad thing.
Alright, indeed, okay, I was right. There is a small kind of silvery necklace, just sort of looped into one of the little squares. It doesn't have a pendant on it, it's just sort of a very fine looking chain.
She's going to pick it up and put it in her pocket.
Alright.
You can look at this nightstand now.
This nightstand has a cobweb with a little spider in it.
Aw. What's he gonna pet the spider?
Alright. So in the corner you see sort of a large kind of linen cloth draped over something that looks sort of vaguely humanoid in stature. You can see sort
He's
of the shape
going-
of a head and shoulders.
Sybil is going to remove the cloth.
Okay.
What is with the music? I swear, it comes to this part every time something's about to happen.
You quickly tug at the linen that's covering this, and you stand face to face with
Oh,
a grinning silhouette. Once more, the eyes looking sad, but the face in this sort of frozen, unsettling grin.
hello.
The figure just sort of stares at you.
What's your name?
Nothing, it just stares at you.
Did you leave your horse outside?
Nothing, it just stares at you.
Oh, hey, who's your friend?
Very nice weather we're having.
Just stares at you.
I'm gonna step back over here.
Oh, he didn't introduce me to your friend.
You can introduce yourself.
You see its head sort of swivel towards you, Wits, and then you, Lola, and then it just sort of starts to float across the room. Its feet just sort of a couple inches above the floorboards. And it's heading towards you, Lola. What do you do?
Friendly wave, and is it like a steady path at me, or
Yeah,
like
it is just walking this direction.
Oh,
Which is bringing it
please
right
don't
at
walk
you.
it.
So what do you do?
I'm just gonna step back, but also to the side.
All right, you step out of the way, and it doesn't look at you. It just continues on its path.
Well,
Sort
I
of
am glad I
floating.
stepped out of the way.
Let's still try to cast message to it before it looks like it leaves the room.
All right, as it sort of makes its way towards the far wall, you cast message. What do you say?
Boy, where are you heading?
You cast message, and again, you feel that sort of voice fill your head again. Again, not the usual reaction of a message spell. Instead, sort of echoing and hollow. And this time, you get the words: "Took her from me, my darling." And the ghost continues to float out, not really even turning around to react to you.
Okay. Was that the same spirit we had saw before?
Yeah.
Yeah, you looked it up and
Okay.
down, and it was the same kind of ghostly visage of a man in riding boots and a long jacket. He carries sort of a lantern at his side.
All right. We're just gonna flip through that book that he had found about the history of the place, and
Okay.
just kind of like skim through it again. And did it say something about one of I already forgot. It was like, I don't know, somewhere in the middle of it. Whenever you had explained it, just about the people that have gone through it and such. People have been through the keep.
So I can just quickly summarize it for you again.
Yeah.
So there was the keep once belonged to the Briar Queen, and everybody seemed to like her. They described her as noble and just, and governed the elves of the Feywild. But her trusted advisor, someone who she held close, fell ill. And a month later, that trusted advisor died. Devastated by the loss of that trusted friend, the Briar Queen fell into her deep depression, which was only reduced, and she only came out of it when a stranger arrived, calling themselves Beatrice, who quickly gained rapport with the Briar Queen. And then a little while after everything had kind of gone back to normal, things were good again, and the Queen was happy once more. the queen fell, and then, like the advisor, she soon died after. And so after that, the servants of the castles turned on each other in fits of paranoia, some claiming it was a curse, some claiming it was poison, some claiming it was an illness, and soon after things fell into an unholy chaos, it was described as, and then that book was unfinished.
Well, I think it's safe to assume that whoever that guy is had some close ties with the queen.
Mm.
If the theory is right that we do have to like help the ghost to open the doors, he might be like the last one we have to help. It seems like the only way to help him, if we right, then we have to kill Beatrice or do something with her. If the theory is right that we help ghosts to open doors. If not, I have no idea what the hell his problem is. Hell is not a bad word, by the way. That does not count.
Hells, we got more than one.
It's the place.
Yeah, Jason's gonna start taking like a few copper out of your inventory every time you swear.
No. I'm at
for the
50
swear
cents so
for
far.
the swear jar.
I got 50 cents so far. It's all good.
All right, so the ghostly visage fades from the room. What do you do next?
Well.
Sybil, the sort of almost mannequin figure that you pulled the cloth off, there was just nothing there, and the linen drops to the floor in a pile as you let go of it.
And he was really just, he left the room, came up here, he put a little linen on himself, and he had a little timeout in the corner.
He was chilling.
He was minding his business, and we came and bothered him again.
That's how ghosts take naps.
Next time, like, it's like he's whispering on him, he's gonna be like, "You fucking asshole! Can y'all fuck off?" I'm trying to mourn. All right.
Well, you want to go help our other ghost friend?
All right, I guess so.
Cool.
I assume
Yeah.
just down this hall leads back to the main room, so we can go back real quick.
I was like, I want to run down here first to make sure.
The mannequin mimics that motion so clearly.
God, it's so creepy.
I cannot for the life of me imagine why anyone would create that and voluntarily use it.
It is, like, it looks like a dressing room, so maybe, like, they would have it, like, try on the dresses, and then, like, the person itself would move around, they would see how it flows. So maybe it's like, that's where, like, they made dresses. I don't know, I didn't look through anything. I got distracted by a scary mannequin looking at me and copying me, so.
Yeah.
Out of
And still,
character.
that thing is demented.
So,
Sorry,
out of
what's
character, fun little
Right,
history fact.
History!
In ancient, more like in the Renaissance times and medieval times, very wealthy people would actually hire someone that had the same fitting as them to get fitted for all their suits and dresses because they didn't have time to beat it themselves. So this could be like something similar to that, but with the magical component.
Does it, like, magically change itself to whatever your body type is?
Probably not, but it's probably made to be the same size as the queen.
Oh, yeah.
Squealy, as you exit that room, it just freezes in place. Do you close the door behind you?
I didn't think about it until you said that, so no.
Alright.
I'm gonna shake my head squirrely if I see that damn thing come at us.
Alright, where are we heading to now?
I just want to see to make sure this is like a loop around real fast.
Okay.
I love all of our Tetris piece forms.
We do a great job.
Alright, so you quickly duck down the southern hallway and arrive.
Yep. Okay, cool.
Back at the entrance hall where you started.
Cool. Did a full loop. Do we want to go back and do Mr. Frosty and then head up? upstairs?
Yeah, I think we should do Mr. Frosty before we
Yeah, we can go head back real quick.
and maybe along the way we can put that burlap sack on that annoying thing's head.
You damn right. Let's go. That's 75 cents. Let's go.
While we're walking back, the book of the history of the place, and like one of the next pages, he just writes fucking asshole bore.
Accurate.
All right. So
Those exact words too.
Which room are you heading back to? Because I'll jump you there.
Frosty.
The cold room.
All right. Then you make your way-
Go ahead.
You make your way back around north, wrapping down the hallway to the west, passing again through the servants' entrance and over to the frozen pantry, which is, as you left it, incredibly cold.
Alright, we do another deck save to get across here to Leopold.
So this is y'all's turn to go do it.
Alright, well.
Okay.
I'm not about to break a leg.
Oh, we got 4 of them.
You'd have to put them down, though.
Maybe you can just like ice skate. You ever ice skated before? It's very easy with
No.
hook. I don't know about 4 though. I never experienced it.
No, I don't think a centaur would have experience with ice skating.
Who knows, man? He's a very mysterious man.
No, there's not a ton of ice in Keltahara in general.
Oh,
Good evening, Mr. Beauregard.
So you make your way back to the other side, just kind of carefully walking across the ice, far slower so that you don't fall, not racing over to any spoons. And let me switch my voice back. You make your way back to the snowman and say, "Good evening, Mr. Montregard." And he sort of just answers, again, the snowman motionless, but responds. Good evening. You wish to discuss once again the affairs of the keep? Montregard? Montregard, is that my name?
Yeah. Found your things in the servants' keep or quarters.
I see that certainly does sound familiar.
Also, I think you and your crush were more than just a crush. I feel like you guys had a thing going on.
Found
So, like,
a
good
lot
on
of
you,
your
mate.
initials on it.
Mhm.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Right. That's where I was going next.
Yeah, we found it in Clarice's drawer.
Who? Do you mean my dear Cerise?
Oh, Cerise. Sorry.
Ah, yes. Lovely Cerise. And such a shame we never told each other how we felt.
Are you sure you didn't tell each other? Because we have a locket with your initials that were found in her room with her stuff.
Well,
And also,
I don't own any
do
locket.
you know how to sew?
Maybe we put it there. Maybe she scratched his lockets into her initials.
His lockets.
His lockets into. Maybe she scratched his initials into her locket.
See, that's a good point. Maybe she also had a crush on him, but was never told. But I'm like,
Yeah.
the sewing on the names though, like, I don't want to be like, but girls usually have better sewing. We usually have better handwriting, and his name looked all pretty, while her name did not.
Oh yeah, can you show him the
Yeah, here, like,
stitching and ask if it's your handwriting?
hey, like, you know how to sew this pretty? Cause I'd be very impressed if you do. I'm gonna hold it up, show him his name and the little pretty stitching.
Ah, yes. My handiwork indeed.
Really? Self high five. I'm gonna high five myself for you.
You the one in Cerise's uniform too?
What do you show him, sorry?
We didn't grab it, did we?
Oh, I don't think we picked.
I don't think we picked it up. We only grabbed his.
I don't remember you ever saying you, like, put it back or anything. But so I'm on the fence. It's really not that important as to whether you put it back or kept it. So if you want it on you, you can have it.
Okay.
Names.
So you show him that.
Yeah,
the
we'll show
writing
him,
on
like,
her.
the stitching on the names.
Ah, that looks like my dear Cerise's stitching.
Your girl did not know how to stitch.
Looks plenty fine to me.
Aww. You can look past her flaws.
Hey, Leopold.
Well,
Sorry.
you
When
go.
you left the servants' quarters, how are the rest of the butlers doing?
Ah, they were. Well, they were beginning to unsettle me. They were all obsessing over something, whispering amongst themselves, and I wanted no part of that, and so I went and did my duties as any good butler would.
Why are
Well,
they whispering?
went into the pantry, and that's when the door was locked behind me.
Do you remember when it got cold in here?
Well, it was a little chilly when I entered, and then the longer I waited here, the colder it seemed to get.
Oh, I have another question. Did you see a man in riding boots and a tailcoat around the castle very often?
Ah, of course, you must mean the coachman.
Coachman?
Yes, always busy. Never talked to him much myself, though. He was a solitary fellow.
Know his name?
No, I never got his name. I always referred to him as the coachman.
Coachman is coachman. You got a point.
He's been wandering around talking about someone being taken from him.
Know any castle gossip?
Well, I do know the castle quite well. And though I never really spoke with the coachman much myself, I do know he was involved with a noblewoman, an elven noblewoman who had visited our queen from time to time.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yes, he often took her on carriage rides through the woods.
Name Beatrice?
No, you're talking about the advisor, the queen's advisor.
Oh. Oh, sorry.
Different noblewoman.
Oh.
Did you do any more thinking about your past and all of that while we were gone?
Well, in regards to my past, well, all the other servants were sort of nervous. I was just going about my business as usual. But sometimes they would whisper. Several of the maids, they announced that they were quitting, and they left. Well, to be honest, left before I even got a chance to say goodbye.
Everyone's dead.
Oh, Lola, don't.
That can't possibly be. I just saw them.
Sir, I promise you, we just went to the butler's room. That's how we got your name. And I think, was it 3 or 4 of them? 3 or 4 of them are burnt to a crisp. Or not, but they're like decaying on the bed. They are decaying on the bed. They are dead.
They had a bottle of wine, and the wine had been poisoned, and like they
You've
all
been
got
locked
into
in
their
your room.
beds.
They gone. They decaying. Dead. Poisoned. Dead.
Are you
Decaying.
trying to fool me?
No, sir. How do I tell him the truth?
I was
How
just.
do I?
I was just in the quarters this morning, and.
And how long have you been locked in here? Do you not notice all the ice around here? You don't think this is strange?
Only most of the day. I did get rather chilly in here.
Do you not see the ice?
A corpse wouldn't have enough time to decay.
Do not make me bring a corpse in here, please. I have little hands. All right. I do not want to touch no dead body.
I think there's something messing with his perception. I don't know if we're going to be able to convince him.
There definitely is. He couldn't see himself in the mirror as a snowman either.
Yeah, he just saw himself as himself. There's not any clothing left on the corpse, right? It's all gone.
I think they had like some rags on them, didn't they?
Yeah, it does have sort of some clothing, but it's kind of like hard and frozen to the body and kind of covered in a layer of snow. I don't think anybody investigated. You guys were busy looking at the spoon.
The spoon stole the spotlight.
Oh, yeah. 1 second, sir. Sybil, check it out and see if there's any more details you can find on it.
Oh look, we're gonna look at your dead body, sir.
Yeah, you look the skeleton over. Make a medicine check for me. But you've already well, I was going to finish. You've already actually looked at some corpses already in the castle, so I was going to give you advantage on it.
Okay.
Because you've seen familiar things in the
Okay.
castle before. So,
Right.
like in the other room, you recognize that this corpse is indeed, though it's kind of frozen and covered in a layer of ice, that this corpse is wearing a butler's uniform. And from the bone structure, similar to the other ones, you estimate sort of lighter bones, a rather thin build, probably elven.
Like, what was the first thing you said before the build?
Butler's clothes,
Brain.
probably elven.
Okay.
You don't see any signs of being stabbed, bashed, or anything like that. It is just a skeleton.
1 second. Can I... Sybil is going to gently pick up the, skull and try to see if she can see the back of the, neckline,
All right.
on the jacket where
The corpse
It
is
would be.
frozen to the ground.
Oh, yeah, okay. Forgot about that bit.
Do you think there's a way to unfreeze the room? Like, do you think the little sprites over over there, like if we take them out, do you think the room will stop defrosting?
I'm not sure. I don't know about you. I'm not in the position where I think I could.
Oh, I definitely cannot. But good thing we
Yeah.
have 2 men over there. Oh,
Honestly, I think a stiff breeze could knock wits over.
I'm gonna start throwing
Um,
daggers.
Oh yeah, I heard that.
Oh, oh, oh. Well, without really
You know
whispering,
it. You've been going around eating poison food for the last few hours.
And
Don't
then
look at me.
Yeah, you're still gonna have disadvantage on any checks you do with.
I wasn't trying to hide what she was saying.
Oh yeah, I still heard that.
all right, I'm gonna join the group. We gotta have a group discussion because
Okay, I think we
Everything's
should have a
falling
short
apart.
rest.
A group huddle.
definitely, but not in here. Group huddle.
Yeah.
Huddle in the
Bye,
hallway.
sir.
We gotta huddle in the hallway. Bye. We're coming back.
Be back.
Oh, you might have farted.
Ah, yes. Please
No,
return if you wish to speak of affairs of the keep.
I help
Shall.
him so bad, but he's like, he's messed up.
Maybe it's just a frozen room with a frozen snowman. We can only do so much.
Not frozen brain.
I don't want to leave him in here thinking that he's all
I don't
alone in the cold with no one coming for him for the rest of, like...
He doesn't even know how long.
Forever.
He thinks it's still been a day. He's not even aware of how long it's been.
Man, what person
Yeah,
like
he'll be
walks
there
into a
forever.
room, like they can't move and they're like, well, I guess I'll just have to wait. Like something is not right.
I don't think he can see
I'm
the
messing
snow.
with
He
this.
can feel the cold, but he doesn't see the snow. He doesn't see him as a snowman. Like, perception in there is not the same.
Right.
So,
Make your way back into the hall. You showed him the clothing. You told him
Yep.
his
In the
name.
locket.
Clothing,
You
locket.
didn't. You didn't actually show him the locket. You just told him that you
We
found.
told
something.
him about the locket.
You guys discussed it amongst yourselves, but you didn't actually show
Oh
it.
my god.
I didn't hear
Little
anyone say
side
they showed it to him.
conversation. Alright. We might have to go back
Okay.
in there. But group discussion, what everyone is thinking. What is there actually something here? We just keep poking a dead snowman.
I mean, we could try killing all those little sprites and seeing if that's what's making the room cold.
like- Maybe.
Hopefully. If he
I don't know.
melts,
We
then...
exploded one. I wasn't paying attention to the temperature difference though. If that did anything.
Well, there's like a
Do you-
few of them in there.
Yeah, there's 3 more. There's 4. 3 more now. Oh my god!
I can just throw daggers at them.
You can.
Well,
You
How
are
about
very
we-
wonky looking. I don't know if you can throw daggers properly.
Throws dagger. I'm kidding.
I'm gonna get the mannequin back.
how about we relax for a bit? And
Yeah.
then go throw daggers at them.
Yeah, let's do that.
Take a break. And then I can finally attune to my heart.
I can finally
Oh,
roll
the heart
all my hit
will.
die.
So which room do you want to go rest in?
Alive.
Probably the one without the corpses. That is
The
close.
hallway.
Yeah, so
The
Maid's
female
quarters.
students? Yeah, the maid's quarters.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, DM, we'll short rest in this room. All you gotta do is let us in.
let's see.
Yeah, of course. So you make your way back along the hallway to the maid's quarters. And it's as you left it.
Oh, where am I? Whoop.
If you wish a short rest, you can do so. I'm presuming you want a short rest, not long rest.
That's a destroyed bed, Sybil. I destroyed that
Oh
bed.
yeah, she did upturn that one, so the mattress is sort of like against the wall and it's kind of sliced up to look inside it.
I think that was the only one.
I'm pretty sure, yeah, you upturned sort of Cerese's and you looked around this one, but I don't think you
I don't think I started. I just fucking
you
throw it.
didn't cut any of
Or-
the other ones open, you just sort of upturned them and then
This one has a cobweb. Look over here. I don't want no cobweb.
What's you call me violent for throwing a pitcher on the floor?
Well, I was hunting for facts.
Yeah.
That was mostly
like
her.
that.
Oi,
Right.
Sequilly.
Hmm.
You want an apple?
Yes.
So just toss him an apple. Actually, I think that's what's his last apple.
Appreciated. He'll munch down on it.
yeah, so roll the hit dice that you want to and heal yourself. Lola, do you want to spend the
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
brutal?
Wait, did I roll the... Oh, wait, no, that was yours. Okay.
Oh,
Wait, it did it not? Oh, wait, I guess I clicked the wrong thing. There we go. Wait a minute. That's not right.
You rolled it there. You can see it rolling.
Oh, yeah. Okay, it's a 12. It's a 12 on or the first thing I did. I don't know what I clicked the second time.
All right, Lola, do you want to spend the time also tuning
Oh,
into
yeah.
that? All right.
I will too.
Then yeah, as you sort of take your short rest, you spend some time in contact with the lyre, and eventually, once you're attuned to it, you now find that you can strum the strings without feeling that sort of piercing pain.
Yay. I have to read this again.
Yeah, it's in your inventory. Yeah. And the others, you patch up some of your wounds during your rest.
Be full health again.
And after about an hour passes, you are feeling a little bit better. Wits are not in perfect condition, but you do feel better.
Like 1,000,000 copper coins.
Yeah. So finishing your short rest, what do you want to do now?
I'll show Leopold Reese's it and then bounce upstairs.
Let's see if seeing necklace. Maybe if we like necklace on him. We'll do a couple different things, test it out, see what that does, and then head upstairs.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like a plan.
And worst case scenario, I'm killing all those little sprites. I become a murderer.
All right. So you make your way back down along the hall to the frozen pantry once more. It is as you left it. The icicle sprites just sort of bounce their way around the room. And things are still frozen over.
Right.
Whee!
You slide across and slam into the far counter.
I love this room so much.
So you carefully make your way back over towards the snowman.
Hey Leopold, we remembered that we forgot to show you the locket. So
Ah, yes, I heard you whispering about something of the sort, but...
Sybil's gonna take out the locket and open it. Put it in front of his immobile snowman face to show him.
L... M... where did you say you found this?
We found it in a drawer in the maid's room right next to Cerese's bed.
You found this in Cerese's thing?
Mm-hmm.
So she did feel the same. As he says that, and as you show him the locket, you see just sort of a little light sort of in its chest begin to kind of glow, kind of shining through the snow and ice. And as the light grows brighter and brighter, you just kind of hear the Leopold just sort of repeating, She did feel the same. She felt the same. And as the light grows brighter and brighter, you see him beginning to melt. And he continues to just repeat, she felt the same. As the snowman continues to melt and melt until almost all the ice that covers him is gone. And then the snow begins to melt as well. And he continues to melt until he is just a little puddle on the ground. And as he melts, you see, you feel, first of all, the entire temperature of the room kind of begin to rise. It no longer feels like you're chilled to the bone as you stand in here. Instead, though there is still some snow kind of circling in the air and the ice is still kind of present, you feel a lot warmer in here. And so Leopold melts away and leaves behind two things. One are his mittens. And the other is a small round glass stone that sits on the icy tiles. I estimate that perhaps it was sort of inside the snowman and is now visible now that it's melted.
All right, resident magic identifier. Your thing.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's magic, isn't it? Not as
Oh.
good at that as you.
Oh, probably. Witch doesn't feel like bending down, so he's gonna use Mage Hand to grab it.
All right. Yeah, you use Mage Hand to pluck up the mittens or the small stone.
Both.
All right. Yeah, you grab both of them.
First he'll put the mittens like in his belt, save them for later, and then he'll. Actually, I'm gonna do an Arcana check on the stone first.
All right. Yeah, do an Arcana check.
Well, I just want to not do a second one because.
Yeah, you're not able to learn much about the stone. It's just sort of a small little, almost like a glass marble, kind of shimmers.
Right. You said this is still ice floor, right?
Yeah, it's not nearly as sort of like solid. It's not like an ice rink anymore, but it is sort of still a little bit slick.
I was gonna go wee all the way across the floor.
You could probably still slide around if you wanted to.
Wee!
You snatch up the items and slide your way back across. Sybil, as you follow his gaze, you notice that because the room has sort of warmed up,
Yeah?
the little spoon has also thawed.
You got the mittens. I'm getting this. Just gonna investigate
Not the
it.
spoon.
As you sort of make your way over towards it carefully along the still present ice, it just sort of begins to march its way to the door, just walking like right through your legs.
And
Which is
she
gonna
pick it
try
up.
to. Which is gonna
Where's
try
the invader?
putting the mitten over him, or one of the mittens over him, and try
Yeah.
stopping him.
It was marching towards the door, sort of ignoring all of you. It's not like running away from you. It's just marching its way towards the door. So you sort of place the mitten over it and scoop him up with it. And it's kind of continuing to just march inside the mitten. Now just sort of marching in place in the air.
All right, you want the mitten? Here you go.
Yep.
Here, have the other one too.
Thank you. What is this little thing?
Perhaps we should follow.
You make a good point.
We follow. Follow.
All right, Sybil, yeet him.
What? What does
Put him-
he eat?
Put him on the floor, please.
Okay. Sybil politely puts him down on the floor.
Would you politely eat him?
Alright, you put him back down on the floor and he just sort of makes his way towards the door. Did you guys leave the door open?
I think we did.
Nobody said they closed it, but...
So clearly standing in the doorway like the whole time. I don't think he would close it because he's not wanting to really
Yeah.
stand in this room to begin with.
Alright, then it sort of marches in between your legs, Sequelian, out into the hall.
Oh, let's follow it.
Alright.
Alright, so you follow it back out into the hallway.
God, if he turns left.
And the little spoon has just sort of marched its way east along the hall.
But look, I distracted.
And so if you're continuing to follow it, and not changing your course, then it walks its way all the way along the hall, continuing to head east and then eventually forking south. And leads you all the way back to the entrance hall, where it promptly walks its way across the marbled floor and then sort of climbs and hops its way up this staircase on the far end.
Squealy waits for everyone else to go up the stairs first before he attempts to make it up them.
All right.
I was about to say Draven moment, but I remember we made Draven do everything last time.
You follow the small little spoon up the staircase, and eventually at the very top of it, you find a set of very kind of heavy-looking iron twin doors, and it just sort of is walking straight into those doors. It can't open them, so it's just sort of walking motionlessly against the wall.
And open his doors? Anyone?
I mean, yeah, let's open it. We're not gonna stop the little man from his dreams
Yeah,
of
so.
whatever he's doing.
Oh, marching.
Nothing bad could be up here.
Yeah, of course not.
You push open the heavy doors and find yourselves in an upper hall. With the doors open, the spoon quickly marches its way out into the room, ignoring your presence entirely, and just sort of quickly makes its way around a fallen chandelier and marches off towards the far end of the hall.
Getting Coachman vibes from this ominous linen-covered figure.
Oh no.
Is your friend under there too?
Sybil's going to pull this one off again.
All right.
The spoon.
You pull it off in sort of a cloud of dust that has settled on it, and it is another suit of armor, much like the one next to it.
Thank gods.
So hitting the end of the room, with a little metallic clink, the spoon hits this large door and just sort of does the same thing, where it just walks in place, pushing up against the door, not able to continue.
Does the door have any discernible like knobs or levers or anything like that?
It does. It has a keyhole on its right side. And sort of etched into the center of the door is a symbol. And etched into the center of it is the symbol of a tooth.
Now, what the actual heck does that mean?
Is it like a slot for a tooth? Like the tooth of an adult humanoid?
The keyhole
Or
looks
is it just
ordinary.
like the picture? Okay.
But much like the one in the back hole, this looks like a very sturdy door.
I was about to say the same thing.
And the spoon dude is just walking into the center of it, right? He's just kind of bouncing off the center.
Yeah, he's sort of just walking in place, just continuing his little march, but every once in a while makes the little kind of rattling clink against the door as he can't continue any further, just continuing to march. As if he thinks that there's nothing in his way, but he's just sort of walking.
Where is that key?
Well, I still never identified this stone
Hmm?
that we got from Leopold. From his snowman corpse.
Yeah. Guess if we're gonna be with it anyway. Want me to? That was my train of thought. Never mind.
If you wish, you can ritual cast Identify on the items. Is that what you want to do, Wits?
Yep.
You can do both of them if you wish. We'll use the same amount of time because you can just skip past it.
That's fine.
So, is there anything in particular that anybody wants to do, or just sit and wait?
I check out the mittens, see if they're just mundane mittens or have something else about them.
Well, Wits is going to take a look at them too.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought you meant by the second item he meant this.
No, I was referring to the mittens.
Okay. Civil
Alright.
hands.
So, the mittens are actually pretty simple to figure out, Wits. They have a rather cute and simple charm placed on them. So, while wearing these cozy knitted mittens, they have an enchantment that, as an action, you can clamp your hands together as if forming a snowball, and one will magically appear when you open your hands.
Aw.
Any snow created in that way will vanish after a minute, but it is an infinite snowball maker.
And it's snowball glitch.
As for the small little stone, on the opposite end of the spectrum from the mittens, this is incredibly complex, Wits. In fact, it doesn't feel like someone sort of made it. It feels as if it's sort of formed on its own. And it is incredibly strange magic, unlike any that you're used to. You estimate that it's some sort of blessing of sorts. And that whatever is contained inside it is probably potent. But other than that, you, a 4th level wizard, are not able to determine any more about it. This is something strange, something ancient, and something very mystifying to you.
All right, Wits is gonna put on the mittens. Hey, Seville, I figured out what the mittens do.
Oh, what do they do?
Throw a snowball at Seville.
You clamp your hands together, and you feel sort of this perfectly round snowball of perfect packing snow form in your hands. And when you open them again, you have a snowball that you promptly throw right at Sybil.
I have to roll to hit her.
About the same thing that you'd have to throw a dagger.
Okay, throw a dagger. Gotcha. I'll just roll a dagger then.
Though you are still poisoned, so we'll have disadvantage. If you just want to be caught by surprise and let that hit you, Sybil, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's not going to cause any damage. So he promptly throws a snowball in your face.
Oh.
Yeah, they make snowballs.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever with your face and I look impressed, Wits just has a big smile on his face as he like slowly makes like another snowball and just is like a really weak toss at you. All right, here, you can have him back. Wits just takes off the mittens.
All right. Thank you. He puts them on, throws one at him as he's walking away.
Which just like turns around. He lets this one hit him too. What's this turned around?
So Lola and Squealy, you just see Wits and Sobel having a snowball fight.
Question: Can you
Well.
make a snowball with only one of them?
Oh.
No, because you
What-
need to clamp your hands into that sort of circular formation, and then it appears.
Dang it! Ah.
All right, we're putting a pin in this, but we're having a snowball fight with it later.
As soon as we find
Beatrice.
both of us.
We're gonna have a snowball fight in front of Beatrice while she's
Could
monologuing.
have a snowball fight at Beatrice.
True. Every phase weakness snowballs. Alrighty then. So what's the next move?
What? We have the mittens, and what else from the snowman?
They also have like a stone that has a very powerful blessing on it, and Wits is not at a high enough level to know what it is.
No, it's a really cool rock.
Oh yeah, I forgot you didn't tell us that. Sorry.
It's a really cool rock.
I also have a really cool rock.
Because Witch doesn't know how the rock works, he's just way more. He just thinks that the
Right.
mittens are way cooler.
Mittens are so much cooler. So, do we mess with? I guess we gotta mess with the rock. I don't know anymore.
Hmm.
I use my detective brain. I'm all done now.
Question: Witch is gonna like hold up the rock. Does the rock look like it fits in the keyhole?
No.
Okay.
By the way, who wants mitten carrying privileges? Who already has like a lot of magical items, so
I gotta lie. I don't need no mitten.
I must use bare hands to grip my pike, so I can maneuver in battle. Mittens would prevent that.
If you don't want to wear them, you can just put them on your horns.
No.
No.
Oh, it's not on Sibyl.
Who can put them on? Who can put them on her horse?
Yeah,
No, no.
just to hold them.
No, I'm good.
And then whenever we
good.
see Beatrice, you can put them on and throw snowballs at her.
I
Yeah.
care very much about my appearance. And those mittens, they clash with my colors.
Oh, they're red mittens, right?
I didn't define a color.
Oh, okay.
They don't go with my yellow.
New
that's all I
magical
know.
component. They change colors based on what you want.
Goldinger's mittens.
I imagine they'd be sort of like a bluish with sort of like a white pattern along it, like a knitted mitten.
I need my fingers to play my flute.
I guess I'll hold
Gotcha.
on to him then.
It is
I
kind
was
of hard
like-
to play an instrument in mittens.
Cannot play flute with mittens.
Can't
you know,
play a
there's different
flute.
holes you gotta. I
Be
can't
harder
strum
to play
properly.
a lyre. Yeah, that would be.
Mhm.
But without
Just
them, you
has
can't throw
very
a
big
snowball.
stick. Oh, sorry.
All right. So, what is the plan now after Wits finishes up with his rituals and the snowball fight peters out?
What
Go
is
home.
the plan?
There's only one place left downstairs to check, and that was the little, the other side of the castle. I
The
think
other side?
Sequilla, Sequilla said it. The room next between the maid and the butler's room. There's
Wasn't
one
that
path to go,
also
but that goes outside. Was it locked? Really, was it locked?
Pretty sure it's locked. What, the
Door
serpents?
with serpents? Locked.
Oh no, not the serpent ones. There's maid's room, and the butler's room, and like I don't know how to describe it.
Well, the rooms with the serpents were locked, and then there was this other quarters that was locked in the main hall. I guess I can go check and
No.
see if that one's magically locked.
Doves was locked, Snake's locked, but like right in the middle between those is like the big open space. And there's like the fountain room. It's
And
that
then-
room,
Oh, wait.
fountain room,
One north
and
of the
then
fountain
theater.
room?
What?
Oh yeah, there was that one doorway
Really,
on
you
the
looked out the
side.
window. It was outside. You looked out the window.
Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about now. Did that have
Yes.
like an animal lock,
Yes.
or was it just like a mundane door?
I honestly don't remember. I didn't really
Door
look at
to
it.
outside?
Door to
No,
outside.
so there was like a door going north, a door going south, hallways on either side, and then to the lower, and then below the west hallway, there was a room. And we didn't go inside it.
You talking about the
Oh.
servant's entrance?
Yeah.
No, it's like, yeah, it's the door that servant's entrance went into. The room that it.
I believe that one was locked, but we never checked to see if it was magically locked or not.
Yeah.
Which room do you want to go back to? I'll just bring you there.
I guess wasn't that in the main hall?
North of the courtyard.
The hall with the door that led to the outside, to the north. Yeah, this one. They're talking about this door, I think.
Oh, this
Dang
door?
it, yeah, it's
Serpent
got the
door.
animal locks.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's the same
Ah.
serpent door.
Snake lock, yeah.
Dang it.
And this led to...
Maybe the key all along is
Courtyard.
asking Jay nicely.
House to the
Maybe
courtyard.
we interrogate the boar meanly.
Maybe threaten the boar's family.
Well,
That
we
one
have
goes outside.
Huh?
We're fine.
Sequeli looked through that window. I don't think he told everyone else what was out there, though. I only showed you, Sequeli.
Yeah, I told him. I told him it led to outside before the vine wall or whatever.
I did to us and
and there was a
Sybil read.
path going to the right.
Must be
Yeah.
fun to go check out the horse.
Because Sybil picked up on it and she was like, yeah, that's probably the way that I saw when I went around. Which, see, it is.
You can go check out the
Whoa.
horse. See what the horse has. Well, the coach might have something related to the coachman.
I feel like we need to bring
Yeah.
the coachman to the horse, or the horse to the coachman, or something. Like, they have to be united somehow, I feel.
Or find out about other elven lady that he's apparently in love with.
Or that.
Yeah. I feel like
Go
checking
go
out
to
the
the
coaches
horse. We go to the horse. Go check the. 'Cause they had a buggy out there with the horse.
Oh wait,
didn't they?
real
Okay,
quick.
he
Did we
said-
ever check this?
I don't think so.
Mm.
So the coachman's saying they took her away from me, right? That's what he keeps
Yeah.
saying? Okay, does her have to be a person?
But he says like my darling. It's like it could be.
Yeah, I
It's
guess
either
so,
he's either
yeah.
talking about the horse or he's talking
And-
about mysterious elven lady.
And yeah, and
Curious
Leopard
to know
said
what
that
about his romantic relationship or his horse.
So the coachman's either like talking
Maybe-
to his horse,
maybe
talking
both.
about his lover. Who knows at this point?
maybe horse and lover.
Oh, that's horrific.
That
Was
was
there-
his phrasing.
Was there another door, another locked door in the poisonous cheese room?
It was another snake
That was
door.
the snake door, yeah.
3 snake doors? Okay, frick.
Oh, snake doors, man.
I mean, there might be because his coach was out there too, so we can search the coach and see if there's anything cluing to, like, about what we can do to help him.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
that might be our next game plan.
All right.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
So back towards the entrance hall.
To the horse.
Yep, to the
To the
horse!
hall.
All right. So we're at 3 hours. We're past 10. We can do that one more thing if you guys want, or if you would rather, like, you're tired or you got things to do, we can wrap up here.
I really need to eat.
And
It's
then we
should
starving
wrap
this
up.
whole time.
I am
Maybe
hungry
just
as
move
well,
us.
but
Maybe just move us to the place we remember.
I'll put you back
like-
out front,
Yeah, yeah.
and then next session we'll head south to that part. Yeah, so you make your way
Alright.
back through the entrance hall and outside of the keep once more. And we will head south next time.
Of course.
We did it.
Woo!
I'm proud we accomplished.
We did it. We almost got stuck.
Guess we need to think of some questions for, I mean, like next time to ask the boars.
You know, maybe the key to the door is friendship.
I mean, we have to make friends with the
I have
boars.
finished my map.
Oh, well, okay.
I'm
In that
proud.
case,
Yeah,
if
let's
we
see
have to make
I am
friends, we
proud
go
of
for
that
doors.
map.
I like the no.
No.
I wonder what room is that.
It's the no room.
It's decent. I would say the Sybil's is a
Oh,
little
my
more accurate.
Heck yeah, civil evil.
I think the
Um,
only thing I
get the
noticed is
meat-
that
I couldn't
I
Or
think the meaning was more in the middle of
definitely.
that
yeah,
side.
the boar door is a little bit higher up, like it is in Sybil's. Let me show the map. Sorry. So that
Oh, we actually have a map.
Oh, we
now.
get to see what it
Guys, we
actually
get
looks
actual
like.
map now.
These.
I'm not gonna
Give
show
us
you guys
the-
what the
Aw.
actual map is, but
Oh.
Evil.
yeah, this boar is sort of more northerly, and kind of halfway in between. It's sort of adjacent with the entrance hall on the opposite end. So Sybil's is a little more accurate in that regard. I would say Sybil's yours is pretty dead on.
Ooh.
I think like the sizes of the rooms are very off in some cases, though.
They just need to be in the same area. It don't matter about size.
Yeah, size doesn't particularly matter. It's more just the location of them and what connects to what. So yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Alright, Sybil, we need a finalized map now.
Our powers combined, we can make one that's legible.
I'm more interested in the names y'all come up with for the room.
Evil.
I think my favorite so far is just no. like,
No.
Like of all things you could have named it, just nah.
Yeah, so all right, we will we'll return once more for some more puzzle solving. And we'll see where they get next time. Now, next week, is this when things start to become more difficult, Sybil?
Yeah, next week we're going in person, so my class schedule's like very much changing. I have it right here. So I'm going to be getting back to my dorm around 8 o'clock.
Okay.
I have class pretty much all day Wednesday.
Yeah.
Thursday and Tuesday I go from 3 to 5 p.m. And Monday I have a 5 to 7 p.m. class. So no classes on Friday, and I can do after like 5 p.m. on or after probably more 6 p.m. on Tuesday and Thursday.
Okay. Thursday would work for me, but did somebody else say that Thursday didn't work?
That should be good.
I'm just trying to remember. When we talked about
Sometimes our
Thursday.
Friday games end up being Thursdays, like depending,
Okay.
like if something happens. But
Kind of the same for me too.
like Monday and Tuesday are my best days, and then Wednesdays, fine as well. Like if we need to do later.
Yeah, Monday and Tuesday don't work for me right now. I think Silversong will have one more session next week, so that Monday doesn't work. And then because we missed the session this Tuesday, we're gonna still have one, and that's either gonna be the second last or last one. So again, for the next week, it doesn't work, Monday and Tuesday, but then after that, it might. So we could switch up the day to one of those, but it won't work for next week.
Okay.
So if Thursday does work for everybody next week, we could try Thursday, because that would work for me. And then afterwards, if we wanted to switch it to Monday from then on, then we could. or
Yeah, that
potentially
works for me.
potentially Tuesday as well.
Wait, would it still be 7 p.m. on Monday?
It could be 7, 8. Anytime in the evening works for me.
Okay,
can
yeah,
push it- we
8
can
o'clock
push it a
works
little
better
later.
than 7 on Monday for me.
Okay. So Thursday 8 would be next week then? Does that work for everybody?
That works.
Works for me.
Okay.
That works,
Oh wait,
but like
We're
right
playing
at.
a game on Thursday next week.
What's that?
Are we playing a game Thursday next week?
That's what we were discussing, yes.
Oh, I was like, I thought you were like, okay, yeah.
No, we're
I
gonna play
can't
Witcher
do
101.
Thursdays.
You can't do Thursdays?
Yeah, I have another D&D.
Yes.
That's
I
on
knew
Thursdays.
somebody said Thursdays didn't work.
Yeah,
out
I was like, I was zoning out. My bad.
Okay, and then Fridays don't work for Luna.
Or me.
Or you, okay. And then next week, yeah, Saturday doesn't really work. We could always
Well-
skip the week. That wouldn't be the end of the world.
Yeah, that's what I was
And
saying.
and then it would solve after that because I'd either have Monday or Tuesday free after that point, or potentially both. So if we do have to skip the week, that's okay. Yeah. We might have to go with that.
I think that'd work best.
Okay.
Just for the sake.
Take a little
Um,
break.
Okay.
Say that out of 2. Oh, sorry.
We'll do that. We'll skip the week and then we'll come back once everything works out.
Take a second to look through the map 100 times and figure out what we're gonna do next.
I haven't had time lately because it's been like hectic with second semester. But I really want to draw art from this from this castle.
There's so much potential, like in so many different
Right?
senses.
Dude, I have like a whole freaking note stock of potential stuff to
Oh
draw.
god.
It's like it's not that long. It's only a few bullet points, but like
It's gonna be amazing.
dude.
Still, I mean,
What's his many outfits? The mansion ghost. That was the time when we ghost the coachman. The concert performance. The boar. The entire thing with
I feel
the
like the
boar.
concert performance would be a really good one.
Yeah. Also, just like doodles. Remember that one I did of Cecilia that one time? Stuff like that. I do some of those for my like on campus times more.
All right. So we'll take the week off, and then we'll come back. And when I figure out which one works out better, if I do have the Tuesdays available, if we do end up, then we could do that. But we'll talk about it once I have a better idea.
Okay.
All right. So the next actual stream will be Saturday at around 7ish. And we'll finish up the rest of the lore because there's still some more stuff to talk about. Still some more factions and things like that. Talking about a bit of the races, some variants of that. And so yeah, we'll get back into things. We'll start with Castorania. And then we'll continue on with more C's. Other than that, let's do the wrap up because I am hungry.
Yeah.
You guys can dip out if you want. I'm just gonna do the wrap up.
All right, I'm actually going to do that. Sorry.
Yeah, have a good night.
Thanks for the session. You
Yeah.
guys have a great night.
care.
Starving.
See you guys later.
Yep.
Bye, everybody.
I'm dropping exclamation point cheese before I leave.
All right, yeah. See how much you take.
There we go. Okay,
Three?
goodbye.
Not bad, not bad. All right. So follow me on Twitter if you don't know the schedule. Join the Discord if you have not. It's for everybody. Check out the archive if you miss a session. And check out the World Anvil if you want to know more about the world that all my campaigns take place in. Other than that, thank you for watching. Thank you for watching the VOD if you are, and have a good night.